If you're a geek, have a listen. We got the news, this week's submission. Talking movies, games, TV, and comics. Turn it up, Feel the Geeks podcast. It's the Feel the Geeks podcast. It's the Feel the Geeks podcast. It's the Feel the Geeks pod. Feel the Geeks. You're listening to the Feel the Geeks podcast.
Hello and welcome to Field of Geeks episode 221. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
I'm Jonah.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Good?
Awesome. Can't complain. It's spooky season, man.
I know, fall, and that reminds me. I'm going to crack open this baby right here.
Yeah.
Barntown's sponsoring this show, whether they like it or not.
Do they know that yet?
No, not yet. I'll get the cease and desist. I wanted to.
Please no longer drink our beer on your
Yeah.
public access show.
We'll pay you not to drink our product. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
You want to pass that down?
There you go.
Bill doesn't want any. This is like pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It does smell like pumpkin pie.
To fall, everybody.
What are we drinking here? I explained it to the viewers.
What? Oh, what this is?
Yeah.
Okay, it's pumpkin pie drops. It's a gluten-free sour beer that Barntown makes. They make all kinds of flavors. Yeah,
Should have told me that before I had you pouring some.
Oh, that's what the
it's part of my plan.
Ecto Coolest was.
Yes, we did that a few
And
years ago.
I do like sours every now and then, but like I can drink like one.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely sour.
Oh man.
Is it?
Yep. It's
Cool.
good. It's good. It's
Next
pumpkin
episode-
pie.
Next episode, I'm bringing in some Warhead pickles for you guys.
Okay,
I don't do pickles.
that could be a new segment. Just try things. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just watch me. I look like Gilbert Godfrey over here.
Pumpkin beer.
Field of Geeks 221.
R.I.P.
Affleck.
Affleck.
Oh man.
He lost that job before he left this earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Just
a long
missed
time
a bit.
ago. Yeah. Ugh. Woo! You know,
Actually, it's not bad.
yeah, it's not. It's just
It puckers you up, but
it doesn't feel like you're at Thanksgiving table, kind of. I mean, you're,
mean,
you're having dessert,
yeah,
pumpkin pie.
minus the awkwardness, all the political talk.
That's why you drink these.
Yeah.
Speaking of puckering, I had Taco Bell before this. So let's see how I get through this.
I was
Oh,
gonna say,
no.
we might have to make this a short episode.
I might need to put a timer on the screen.
Yeah.
And Josh said his bathrooms are all of his bathrooms are out of order.
Yeah. Oh, go outside. I got trees.
It's all right. We can edit this out in post. Oh boy.
Well, I wanted to quickly recap. We went to, well, you guys weren't able to come, but you were there in spirit. That's all that matters. We were at the Too Many Burgers event put on by the Too Many Words podcast. It was their second anniversary. Scold Productions. That's what they go by. They do a lot of cool things. So it was a fun event. It was our second event. So I know just today I brought up a possibility of going to Twin Cities Con. I don't know. I just kind of threw it out there. We'll see. But yeah, Jonah's willing to cancel his plans to go to the G.I. Joe convention to join us. So
I think that's
So it is the same weekend
False
as
news.
it is the same weekend as Assembly Required, which is the November 9th. It is Iowa's really only G.I. Joe
yeah.
show, and this one's probably going to be the biggest yet. I mean, aside from the typical guests, we've got Larry Hama coming, who is the godfather of G.I. Joe. He wrote all the file cards. He's written 300 plus issues
very
of the
cool.
comic book series.
Wow.
nice.
So he'll be there. There's a hip hop artist from Canada named Word Burglar. If you haven't ever heard Word Burglar, look him up. He's fantastic.
I'll need to
He's
look
got a
up.
whole album dedicated to G.I. Joe.
Oh, that's
And
Nice.
He's going to come, and I think he's going to do a performance that night at the Comedy Club. Not Teehee's, the other one.
Funny Bone?
No.
No.
Fuzzies? No, I don't know. Anyway, some comedy club.
Nice.
But anyway, it's my favorite day of the year every year.
That's cool.
very cool.
Yeah.
Anyone out there who is in the area, come down to the Assembly Required G.I. Joe show.
Cool.
November
Cool.
9th.
Well, maybe we will because, yeah, I don't know if we'll go to Twin Cities, but who knows? We'll see. We will see. But it's fun doing these events and getting the word out and meeting a lot of
Yeah,
new
very
people.
much so.
Yeah, especially other people who are there with us. I mean, doing their thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was a fun event. More to come. For tributes, hopefully this won't be a permanent segment. We'll see. But excuse me, pumpkin. James Earl Jones. What the fuck? James Earl Jones. That's already hitting me.
What is the ABV on that?
Wow.
Huh?
This isn't the THC beer that you and
No, I will check out
Right.
for a bit if
Okay.
I have that. That's not good. Yes, James Earl Jones
Yes.
passed away, 93 years old. I'm sure some people respectfully thought maybe he was already gone, because you haven't really heard about him for a while, and
Well,
he was up there in age. So
He's just one of those guys, kind of like Betty White.
yeah,
Like you just thought was going to be around forever and
right, yeah.
whatever. But
Well, and Lucasfilm will keep using his voice because he sold the rights for them to do that. So
way more than just. I know Star Wars is probably like the biggest thing he was known for. Maybe I don't know, but
yeah, for
known
most
for quite a bit.
fans,
Coming to America, Lion King,
yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
It was
Admiral.
Greer. in
Yeah.
the, Jack Ryan
Yeah.
movies.
Hell yeah. Hunt for October is my favorite. That's the pinnacle. Just had such a presence, his voice, of course. Darth Vader, we've talked about that. Mufasa, CNN when they launched. This is CNN, I know I sounded just like him.
I thought he was back from the dead.
Yes, I am here.
Bleeding Gums Murphy,
Yeah.
one of my favorite Simpsons characters of all time.
Yeah, he made a lot of television appearances. Yeah, he had one hell of a career. I guess he was in Doctor Strangelove. I've never seen that film. It's a classic Stanley Kubrick film.
You've never seen that movie?
I haven't. I need to.
It's been
I didn't
a
realize
long
how long
time
of a
since I've seen
title. It's actually a long ass title. I always thought it was just Doctor Strangelove, but
No, there's
It's like
Doctor
or-
Strangelove.
it's a paragraph. Yeah.
Or How I Learned
How I Learned
Stop Worrying and Love
Stop-
the Bomb or something.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
He was I think he was a
How I
bomb
Learned to Stop
pilot or
Worrying and
something
Love
in
the
it.
Bomb.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I know the cowboy dude rides the nuke down, right, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's classic. Yeah, I need to check that out. But yeah, he was also in a TV film called The UFO Incident, and I'm just bringing this up because we covered it on the Super Unknown. It was an episode called The Hill Abduction.
Oh.
So really cool accounts from the real story. But yeah, it was like a TV movie he did. You said Coming to America, Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, yeah. I
Great
forget I've seen
villain.
that.
Great
Oh, my
villain,
God.
but I was always happy when he was a good guy. Best of the best. I just remembered that.
Field
Had
of
it.
Dreams. Another
Yes,
one.
of course.
Yeah, I've never
Yes.
seen that one.
What's that?
I've never seen.
We're
Field of
named
Dreams.
after that movie. God damn.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Never seen it.
You live in Iowa and you not see
I live
Field
in
of
Iowa,
Dreams?
but I don't care for baseball.
It's all right. I've
and
never
so
seen Bridges of
baseball
Madison County
stuff
either.
Doesn't appeal to me.
Gotcha. So The Sandlot doesn't mean anything.
I've seen the Sandlot.
You like The Sandlot though?
Sandlot's
Sandlot was
okay.
Okay, he's in that. See,
So,
you get a win there.
I've never
There you
seen
go.
Bridges of Madison County though. So
I
Me too.
auditioned for Bridges of Madison County.
Did you really?
But I did not get it.
For an extra or
I remember.
No, for the
I
son.
remember when that was a whole thing.
No
It was
shit.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the young son, the young
Yeah.
version. I was like,
Yes.
they're older. You're you weren't that old then.
Yeah, no, I wasn't 40 years old auditioning for Bridges of Madison. I mean, that movie was fucking 30 years
I make
ago.
this stupid joke to myself and my wife. I always try to make her laugh, and
How's that work out for you?
Sometimes it's not bad. I think it's really funny, but we went to Howl's Pumpkin Patch, and you can see the house where Streep's character was,
Mhm.
and they're taking us out to the pumpkin patch to pick pumpkins. And I keep just envisioning the tour guide. It's not really a tour guide, but just up the hill is where the whore lives. I don't know. It's just the cheating whore lives.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll keep that in or not. I don't know.
So,
Clint Eastwood might be upset.
Not to
so.
sound macabre, but should we start a death pool?
A what? A death pool?
Yeah.
Like to see who the next celebrity is going to
like
be.
the dead list
bids on
from
the next celebrity.
Dirty Harry.
The Deadpool.
the dead pool.
See, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yes.
He lip sync Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
I'm a wizard.
I don't know. Would it be who we think is going to die or who we want to die? Because that could be a
I don't want to root for people to die unless I hate
I'd
them,
say,
I guess.
I'd say think. I don't want to wish anybody dead.
Well, yeah, no. But,
I mean, that happened to me once, and then they died, and then I felt guilty.
uh,
Oh, okay. So this is, I don't know if I'll leave this in or not, but George the Chili King.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Okay. I remember telling my mom, I swear it was the night before, or maybe 2 nights before he passed, but I was on the phone with her. I'm like, man, that food sucks. It's just not as good as it used to be. And like the next day on Facebook, I feel like it was like owner of Georgia Chili King dead, or
He probably saw that
It's like, what
and
the
it killed
fuck?
him.
I felt
Man.
bad. I'm like, oh shit.
Well, you should
Everyone has just so many karma points, and you
Yeah.
just
spin the wheel to see who dies next.
spin the wheel.
So and so died. Good.
No,
congrats.
I was pseudo joking.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna be really sad though when some of my favorites
Yeah.
do pass away.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
they're up there. I mean, like
It's happening.
Robert
yeah.
Duvall, is up there.
I would probably put money
That's
on him
gonna break
soon.
my heart.
I don't know.
Clint Eastwood's up there.
Yes.
Jeez. Yeah. He's like
Mick Jagger's never gonna die.
He's gonna
Keith
outlive
Richards
all of
won't
us.
either.
No, I won't.
No. James Earl Jones. He was also a EGOT winner. You know what that is, right? It's
Not a clue.
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award winner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and he was actually a stutterer when he was young. Did you hear about
I remember
that?
hearing
I
something about
remember
that.
hearing
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He
Like his teacher made him get up in front of the class and like recite something by memory, and he didn't stutter or something.
yes, he saw a poem, and James Earl Jones claimed he wrote it, and the teacher didn't really buy it, and made him get in front of the class and have him recite it from memory, and he did it without a stutter, and so that was like his way in. Like, here, I'll take one for you too.
I just remember when I wrote the Lord's Prayer and no one believed me.
Nice.
But yeah, that was his way into acting. Basically, he's like, oh, if I just kind of like perform my lines, like I won't stutter. So, go figure. I mean, he's probably, I would say he's the most iconic voice in our lives.
Oh, I
Hands
think so.
down.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think you can top
Absolutely.
that. I don't know.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
the only one would be like Bobcat Goldthwait.
I mean, I used to be able to do him young version when before my voice like matured, and
Before it cracked.
yeah, I just could not do it anymore for the life of me. But
Yeah.
huge loss. And still sucks that his last appearance on film was Coming to America.
The second one.
Yeah.
But he's only there for like a quick minute, and they actually filmed him separate because it was during COVID.
I forget
In his age.
he was
Right.
even in it, but
Yeah.
that movie was very forgettable.
Oh, dude,
It
it
was.
was a disappointment. But getting into movies, TV news, we've talked about this before. Fan art's so great. It's getting really well, and if you don't do your research, it tricks your ass. And
Are you talking about AI shit now?
well, I don't know if it's necessarily AI in this situation, but okay, so there was a movie poster of Goonies 2.
I don't trust any of that shit.
I don't anymore.
No.
And I get so much of it. Like, I have to keep Xing on
Well, and I
Facebook.
think we even
It's
talked
terrible.
about this maybe last time or
About Beetlejuice.
About Beetlejuice.
Yeah, there was so much fan art, like
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Goonies 2 was like announced, and basically everyone got excited, and it was going to be directed by Steven Spielberg. Script was ready to go, and so it took Martha Plimpton. Played like the nerdy girl with the glasses in the film. She denied it, and like nothing's happening. Spielberg's not directing, so
I think pretty much all the cast just said like, yeah, no, it's not.
they
going
they tried. I remember Sean Astin at a convention in 2014. In fact, that's like the last time there was buzz about the possibility, and Donner was still with us, and he seemed pretty optimistic. And I thought for sure once K Kwan or K how do you say his name? K.U. Kwan, who played Data.
Yeah.
I thought for sure after his Oscar win, maybe we get some more buzz. Like, all right, we got an Oscar winner. Let's go.
I always
But
thought it would have been.
Or maybe that's what tanked. They couldn't afford him anymore. And,
I don't
I
know.
always thought what would have been kind of cool is doing it kind of like It. Like the first one is like
Yeah.
the kids going through an adventure. The second one is
Yeah.
the adults all come back and have to figure something
it
out.
would have been super cool.
Yeah.
But again, it was when from the moment I saw it, I was like, this is sus.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
just because
I know. And
you can't trust anything you see on Facebook anymore.
no,
Between
No.
the AI stuff and the deep fake stuff that people are able to do.
it's
It's
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah, there's even like Jenna Ortega and her co-star from Wednesday Dancing, and it's really like
Yeah. And I'm gonna say
real
this.
looking.
If those assholes at Facebook want to fact check anything,
Yeah.
start fact checking that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
care more about that than I do
Yeah.
any of the political rhetoric
Yeah.
that's out there.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
start fact checking that garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even our we had a big meeting at the work, and people were like, they're making a new Goonies. And I almost wanted to say something. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be a buzz killer. But it's like,
Oh, you
I'm
should've
sure
just
that's
shouted
not
over it.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard a few people at my work
Yeah.
talking about it too. I'm just like, until I see a trailer.
I saw I saw like one of the like posters or whatever, teaser posters, and it had this, and I was gonna like on the verge of like going to share it.
Yeah.
And then it had this tagline, and the tagline is what cued me to be like, this is fake.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember what it was, but it was like Goonies never eat popcorn. I don't know. It was stupid, and I was like, this is clearly not real.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. I know. I would love it for it to happen, but yeah, it sucks. It goes to show you like how much fake shit like people are buying into without even researching.
Well, I mean,
that's an endorsement right there, Barntown.
it's good, Barntown.
I mean, it is aged a little bit, so that might be why too. But yeah, it's really a sample was good enough. But
I'll enjoy my Baja Blast over here.
yes, there you go.
I have like instant cotton mouth now.
You got apple juice, right?
Raspberry tea
cranberry?
from our sponsors at Casey's.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Free pizzas, right? Yeah, that'd be great.
But I can see why people would kind of buy into it because the whole nostalgia thing kind of sells right now.
And it's coming back.
It does.
You know, like
I mean, all that stuff is
Ghostbusters, Beetlejuice,
Yeah.
Top Gun,
Right.
you know,
Twisters.
Twisters.
Yeah. For sure. And the whole rediscovery aspect has been done to death. Like, you know, it's like they find something and did you know your dad was them or that? Or, you know, it's like getting overplayed too.
Yeah.
Like Top Gun was refreshing though. That was kind of different, you know.
That was good. That was like
Yeah.
nostalgia done right
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
And
it was like, yeah.
At the same time, I think Hollywood needs to move away from that remake, remaster.
And that's been pointed out recently. Like I
They
didn't
need
even
to stop-
realize
They need
it.
to stop
40-year-old
remaking movies
sequel.
that don't need remade, like
Yeah.
The Crow and
Yeah.
Point Break.
Yeah.
And
God.
movies that don't need to be remade.
Should have been called Pointless, right? Because it was not even
You need to
the
start.
same
They
fucking
need to
movie.
stop remaking all their fucking Disney movies too.
Yeah. Well,
Snow White
it
looks
gets
like a train
ridiculous.
wreck.
Yeah, it gets ridiculous when they're calling them live action when they're like all animated.
Like the
it's-
new Mufasa
dude,
movie coming out.
Yeah, it's
And
like that's not doesn't count.
well, I can tell you exactly how it ends.
Yeah,
Like
right. right.
He becomes king.
And he dies.
He don't
becomes
die
king.
in this one.
Scar's face gets fucked up. They hate each other, and then he dies.
What if he had a decoy, guys? That might be something they throw in there.
Yeah.
He's not really dead.
What if it's a multiverse movie?
Oh, there we go. That's probably what it's going to be. Yeah. And even if they do a Goonies at this point, unfortunately, they're all the actors are so
They'd almost
old. They have to be grandparents of the
they'd
kids.
they'd almost have to just like completely remake it at this point.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean that, or you don't have kids in it, and it's just
the adults. Yeah.
But, yeah,
like what they did with It Chapter 2 to
Yeah.
a certain extent.
yeah.
It's
Which
just
I'd
the
be-
adults who have to find a new treasure
That's
or
yeah.
I'd be
evade
okay with
something.
that.
Or, yeah.
That's what people really want to see. I think. I don't think they want to see like manufactured
yeah,
new
no one
group of
wants
kids.
to see Grandpa Corey Feldman.
Oh God.
you know.
Well, I mean, maybe that's also why his tour schedule right now with his rock and roll.
I didn't know that he did rock and roll.
You don't need to know that he does.
They
rock
really
and
need to stop doing that too.
roll. Yeah.
He's the new Michael Jackson. He taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalker or some shit. I don't know.
Well,
Oh, poor
No,
Corey. He
good
needs a hit, man. Ugh.
Hit a what?
We got some Batman news, which is just in time because Batman Day's coming up.
No, this is news I do believe.
Yeah.
This is I do,
Absolutely.
because I've seen it from different sources.
Oh yeah, there's 2 articles to verify it, but yeah, we got Batman Day coming 21st of September. So
Is that when the Penguin premieres?
actually premieres tonight?
Oh shit!
So yeah, so lately, Matt Reeves obviously was promoting the Penguin. It's going to be on HBO, HBO Max, whichever. And it takes place a week after the Batman film, and it's going to, I guess, go throughout the season. It's going to go to like the end of that year, and will get us into like almost like Christmas, New Year's territory, but not quite. So a lot of people are maybe thinking like the new film will be like maybe a winter setting. A lot of people have been talking like, ooh, wouldn't it be cool to get Mr. Freeze or just the aspect of winter.
Yeah, no, we've been there, done that.
Well, I don't think we'll get the kind we want. I'll get there, but yeah.
Well, I think if anyone's going to give us the Mr. Freeze we want, it would be somebody like Reeves versus.
Yeah, well, he wants this still grounded in realism, like a lot. And he said like fantastical characters aren't really going to be his thing.
Well,
Yeah.
from the just kind of buzz around it, it sounds like the second one's going to have the Court of Owls.
Yes.
Which would be dope.
Yeah.
because that's one of the coolest Batman stories.
Oh,
Yep.
So yeah, that'd be awesome.
And there's so many of his rogues gallery you could do that would be just like terrific to see Reeves tackle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it would be great to see Professor Pig. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I would love to see his take on it because like Professor Pig's a psychopath, and what they did with Riddler,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool to see.
Joker was pretty gnarly too, and there's talk that maybe they'll bring him in. But
I have
I'm
a
sick
feeling
of
like-
Joker.
Well, he's planning on doing this as like a trilogy.
Yes, he's going to do
So
his trilogy.
I think if anything, we're going to get the Joker in the third one.
We'll probably get stuck with onomatopoeia. I don't know if did you ever read that?
I've heard about it.
It's a
I
Kevin
think.
Smith written
Oh yeah,
story arc.
not great.
Batman goes up against a character called Onomatopoeia
Oh
who only speaks in onomatopoeias.
oh.
Yeah, it's not very
Man, if we don't get Condiment King, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
condiment king.
Well, James Gunn could bring it to us. He brought us Polka Dot Man.
I
So
probably would.
Dude, Polka Dot Man was
Polka Dot
amazing.
Man was pretty cool, though.
He was
Yeah.
one of my favorite characters.
I wish
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't die. That would sucked, man. He just like peaked, and it's like splat.
Him and
Yeah.
the Weasel.
Oh yeah,
Good enough.
which will be in the Commandos.
yeah, Creature Commandos.
Yeah,
Yep.
that looks cool. But yeah, he said that the emotional part of the new film will be like Bruce and Batman focused still. He's not going to like take a back seat in his own film or anything like that. And there'll be a new mystery for Bats to investigate. So yeah, I'm excited. I mean, yeah, it feels like it's been forever since the Batman. And I'm looking forward to the Penguin. I think it's gotten some not so fair comparisons to The Sopranos. Hopefully that's not what
It's probably
it is.
because it's a mobster show on HBO.
And he kind of looks like Tony
Right.
Soprano. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, I would love him to tackle Mr. Freeze, and maybe he would, because he does say they'll push the boundaries of fantastical, but they want to ground it in reality. So
As long as they don't have like Ra's al Ghul in there or something.
yeah, and Nolan kind of did that too. Like
Yeah, Roz was the bad guy.
they never
Yeah.
mentioned the
Yeah.
Lazarus
But
pit
he
or anything
wasn't
like that.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
wasn't like an immortal.
Yeah,
No,
exactly,
huh.
exactly.
Whatever.
Only in the mind or something. But I don't know. There's talk
We'll
like
find you.
yes.
We'll kill you. No wait, that's different. That's different, Neeson. That's different. But the same.
Yeah, so I mean, if he made Mr. Freeze realistic, like I don't know if there's a
I don't know how you
condition.
do him realistically.
I mean, there could be a condition out there that he can only be in freezing temp. I don't know what the fuck,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I think we all have that taste of the bad taste of Arnold in our mouth from Schumacher, his film, and it's like I just want that Heart of Ice, Mr. Freeze on the
the
big
animated
screen.
series did it best, but
Yeah.
the animated series did a really good job of combining the fantastical
Yeah.
and keeping it grounded, because they had Clayface and they had
Yeah.
Man-Bat, and I know it was an animated show, it was a cartoon,
Loved it though.
but there wasn't ever a time where I was like, oh, that's not realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it still like seemed to be really grounded
Yeah.
in realism,
for sure.
which is why that show is so fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
really is. And I got to say, this is like not really a tangent; it's related. But they just did the new Batman animated show
I haven't seen
on
that yet.
Amazon. I was disappointed.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Well,
Yeah.
Conroy's passed away, so you're not going to get his voice.
It's not the voice casting that's bad, but they basically are remaking
It looks
iconic
very-
episodes. Like
It looks very close to the animated series, like in
it is,
original
and
animated
it
series.
isn't. It's just like they actually redo Clayface, spoilers, but it's a totally different telling, and I feel like it's
Yeah.
pointless. Like, why
All right,
are we
real
doing
quick
this?
aside?
Yeah.
We don't have to discuss this in any extent. What is your favorite animated episode?
Of the animated series?
Heart of Ice.
Heart of Ice is good.
Heart of Ice is good. Gray Ghost, that's a good one too.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And then the I can't remember the name of the episode. The one with the Mad Bomber that had the little remote control cars that would blow stuff up.
Oh yeah.
That one was good. And I really liked is it Tiger?
Yeah.
Where with Catwoman and the
It was like an
Half-
Island of Dr. Moreau kind of thing.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I like
yeah,
that one too,
yeah.
so.
I liked when he got his car fixed. I forgot what that one was called. You remember it? Like the origins of Lucius Fox was in it.
Yep.
And him and his daughter, I think, made the car for him or something.
I liked the episode where it's the Dr. Hugo Strange. does the thing with his dreams and discovers that Bruce Wayne is Batman.
Yes.
And he's going to sell that, and then Bruce Wayne
Yes.
shows up at the end, but it's just Robin in disguise.
Yeah, and he's got like the stilts on
He's
and
got,
stuff like that.
he's got
yeah.
like the lifts on. Yeah, that's a great episode.
Jeez. Was that the same one where I don't know if it was actually. He was all of a sudden he woke up and he wasn't Batman. He was just Bruce Wayne. His parents were still alive.
Yeah, he realized he was a dream sequence because
Yes.
he couldn't read.
Yes.
And he knew enough to know that you can't
And that's where I
read
get
your
that
dream.
that from. Yeah.
I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I've always said that. I was
Yeah.
like, you can't read in your dreams.
Because there was a Batman in that world too, and he's like, "Who the fuck is
Yeah.
Batman?" And it was driving him nuts. Was that the Mad Hatter, or is that
there was
Hugo Strange?
one where the Mad Hatter
Okay.
did that to him too. But
And then you got the robot one.
Hardak. That was
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it a two-parter or they were separate?
cool. I think it was. I want to say it was a two-parter.
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
remember.
Then every episode.
There was a follow-up for sure. It might have
Every
been
Gilbert
right
episode's
after, but
classic.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
the,
oh god, that was
the
great.
Man Who Killed Batman.
Mm-hmm.
That episode was really good.
Yep. And Robin's origin story with Two-Face, I think,
Yeah, they did-
was
They
was
did really good with
brutal.
Robin's origin story.
Because he's like he stormed off. He's like, "Fuck you,
Well, and I
Batman."
love that version of Robin. That was like that 90s
Yeah.
version, that Tim Drake
Mhm.
version of Robin was like my favorite Robin.
Yeah.
character.
Right.
So,
The look, the ninja boots.
look
Oh, I
was
love that
the-
whole look.
I mean, I had a whole bunch of his comic series back in the day, and
Well, that Robin symbol's right behind you.
yep.
I mean, you can see it, but
That's it.
I remember that Robin too in the comics. I was like, I love this costume. It's so badass.
I love that action figure I had of him. I mean, the articulation was poor, but it was
Sure.
such a great looking action figure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I had a lot of the animated series figures.
Anyway,
I wish I
again,
still had.
digress.
I know,
Sorry
man.
about that. I was
No,
just
it's
curious.
it's all good. It's all Batman related. He's also going to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So he's
Batman
like,
is-
yes, he's the only superhero to get that, I guess. Yeah, September 26th. That's when the day will be, and yeah, he's also getting the. I think Guinness Book of World Records is also acknowledging him too as like the longest running comic book, most adapted character to film, most Oscar winners to play the character. They didn't win Oscars necessarily before they were Batman, but after, so
Okay.
it's kind of a stretch, but yeah, I think that's pretty damn cool. And then obviously Batman Day is coming soon. There'll be some new titles or some titles at comic book stores. So, and I guess the Bat Signal is going to be lit in various locations around the world. So pretty damn cool. But,
Interesting.
yeah.
Is it gonna be lit here in Des Moines?
I don't know.
Probably not.
There's been like a local group that has done that before against like some of the buildings downtown. It's badass. It's really
Oh,
cool.
That would
Yeah.
be cool.
Very
Yeah.
I wonder if the what is that? The League of Heroes.
Yeah, that might be
Those guys
them.
that go around to like the children's hospitals and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Really
Those
fucking
guys
cool.
are really cool.
Yeah.
If you're ever at an event where they're
Yeah.
doing something, go.
Yeah.
Very highly recommend to go talk.
It's
to them.
awesome
They're
seeing
really
like great shots of Des Moines, like the Traveler sign. That's my favorite iconic piece. You shared a great picture, I think, the other day on
Oh, last
Facebook.
night?
Was it last
Yeah.
night? Yeah, I love that thing. But yeah, they actually, I think, shined the signal by it or something in one photo. It was awesome, but very cool. Obviously, this is kind of the spooky season. Wolfman, gotten a teaser for that. This is, of course, by the director and team Blumhouse, Universal, who brought you The Invisible Man. So yeah, this looks very grounded in a way, but very controversial. You're just in Universal Studios, right?
Yep.
And I think that's where they have it on display of what this guy's going to look like.
Well,
perhaps
so they had the little kind of stage area,
yeah.
but there was never anything there,
Okay.
and so I didn't get to see.
There's
The
been a
character.
photo. It's like
And
very
every time we
human
walked-
looking,
Every time I
but
walked past, I was
yeah,
like, "Man, I wish they dropped the trailer for that."
yeah,
Man, I wish they dropped the trailer for that.
They heard
My
ya.
wife got sick of hearing that, and then like the next day,
yeah,
they dropped the trailer, and I was like, "Woo!"
yeah.
I
It looks spooky, man. It's got
Yeah.
like a Cujo type of vibe because it's basically the father of the family who gets infected. It looks like, and basically they have to start like getting away from him. And there's a scene where they're in the car, and I'm like, I just thought Cujo, like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that's just
I
terrifying.
love werewolves.
Yeah.
What did we
do
talk
too.
about? Like, what is it I didn't like the last time we recorded? Witches. I don't like
Yeah,
witches.
yeah.
I fucking love werewolves.
Right.
I mean,
right. Yeah. No, it looks good, man.
Did you see the Benicio del Toro
Yeah.
Wolfman?
Yeah.
Was that good?
It was. I think it was
I
decent.
I didn't see it. because I heard that it wasn't worth my time, and so I never watched it. But.
I wanted to really see it when it first came out, and I saw it years later. It's
looked
not
like
bad,
the classic
dude.
Universal
Yeah, they even did a picture of
yeah.
him without makeup with Rick Baker.
Rick Baker.
Rick Baker. He did a photo with Rick Baker, and he just did like the wolf like look without the makeup, and like that alone was like that's good. But obviously they still had to put some makeup on him. But yeah, you had a great cast in that. That wasn't too bad.
I don't know. I'll have to check it out.
But this is like a lower budget, so it'll probably be a hit for sure. Blumhouse is usually pretty smart with that stuff. The Invisible Man was a big hit.
Yep.
Very unique how they did that film, and it's kind of like. I don't know if it's like an accidental dark universe, because remember how they tried to push that so much years back
They
with
tried
lots of
that.
money.
They tried.
The
that
Mummy killed it,
That
yeah.
Mummy remake was garbage.
They even did a photo of all the people that are going to get to play.
Because the Mummy one, that was one that had Russell Crowe in it, right?
As Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
That was the best part. I got a kick out of that, but
no, that movie was not good.
yeah, it had a great like trailer. I remember that.
Yeah, oh,
the airplane going down
Let
and
me
he's
preface
screaming.
this by saying, I still watch the movie like once a year.
Yeah.
and it's not good.
I have it. Yeah, I have it. Yeah. This Wolfman has Julia Garner from Ozark, and she's playing the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four First Steps as well.
Yeah,
so.
but is she the daughter or the?
I think she's the wife. She's the
I
wife.
forget she's like old enough to be a wife, because I just think of like in Ozark she was always just younger to me.
Yeah, because she was like a kid, right? Or sort of.
Seems like
grew up.
just after high school kind of age.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I also heard that James Wan, as part of Blumhouse, I believe, is making a new Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Okay, I think I've heard
I'd be
that too.
interested to see that.
They've been trying to
That's
make
still-
that
That's
for a
like my
while.
all-time favorite
Favorite
monster
ones.
design.
Yeah.
As much as
Yeah.
I love werewolves, I love the design
I love
of
that classic.
character.
Yeah,
And so if they do that, I'm stoked.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I will forgive him for Aquaman if he gets that right.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson was attached to that years ago. She still could probably do it, but I don't know. That would be awesome. And Frankenstein's being made now, I believe, with Del Toro's making that, I think. And you've got Oscar Isaac as Professor.
Professor, who's
Yeah.
playing the monster?
Who is playing the monster? I don't recall at the moment.
Because I think that's more important casting than.
Yeah. Now there is a
The
Christian
Doctor.
Bale one coming out where he's the monster. I think we did cover it. But
Yeah,
I don't think it's the same film.
I don't think it is. Either.
No, I don't know. Yeah, those originals are such classics, and it's funny because I kind of did a deep dive last year. I actually watched Dracula for the first time. The original. Always loved the iconic
Are you
look.
talking about, you're talking about the original, or
Yeah,
just
like
the
39 or
19
something.
yeah,
like I was
the-
like, my God, that's old.
Bela Lugosi?
Yeah,
Dracula?
Yeah. So yeah, I went to like a deep dive. I didn't realize it's kind of like a Marvel effect. As those movies went on, they got cheaper.
Yeah.
And people were in charge of the studios. Like new people came in and they just didn't care for it. So they just like, fuck
I remember
it. Yeah.
like when they started getting into like Bride of Frankenstein is
Or
when like
didn't they
the
do?
quality
Didn't they
just-
have like a Frankenstein meets Dracula?
Yeah, when they started
Yeah,
doing the meetup
yeah.
ones for sure, those were starting to get like,
Well, that was,
and
that was
makeup
also
was
like
terrible.
during the time where like pulp comics were very
Yeah, something new was
popular.
coming up. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
But I think Blumhouse, I'm assuming they have the rights to do the other creature films or the monster films.
That'd be cool to
that would be
see.
awesome. We need a new
Yeah, well,
age.
Universal would have the rights, and then they'd probably just
Yep.
hire out Blumhouse to.
Yeah, because they've teamed up so
Produce
far
it.
with these two films.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure this will make some.
And hopefully
good-
Universal did learn their lesson after The Mummy, because that was a pretty big flop too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was.
Like it did not make
Yeah.
any money.
They put so much into it. They put their universe basically before their film. You know, like we're building all this, we're doing it.
Yeah, well, and I think they thought
Plummet.
having Tom Cruise at the helm it was
Yeah.
going to be a no-brainer monster hit.
Yeah,
but,
But-
really how many movies do we need to see him running away from stuff?
every movie.
Every movie.
Oh God. Oh, well, he's gonna go to space soon. So
Oh well, good. They can keep him.
put him on your death list.
Yeah,
Can
go
we
back
add
to-
him to the? Can we add him to the Deadpool?
He can go back to his people. He can go visit L. Ron Hubbard on Mars or whatever the fuck he does.
He'll embrace the
hopefully
sun.
the spaceship is not piloted by a PS5 controller.
Oh God. Yeah.
No, this one will be Xbox 360. It'll have less stick drift.
That's a segue. I thought that submarine was totally destroyed. I was shocked. Did you see the wreckage?
No.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Yeah, you had like a
When-
game controller.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
they
a
went down to see the
cheap
Titanic
GameStop.
and-
Yeah. So like Yeah, because it imploded, but
That's what I thought.
I
Does
guess I
implosion
thought
not mean what I think it means.
I don't know. There's like a shell of it left and some wiring and stuff. Like they sent a camera down there, and it's fucking
See, to me,
brutal.
It's not an implosion. Implosion would be like it comes out looking like a fucking softball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what I think of when I think of.
Oh
Implosion.
right. Yeah. All
Like
that
something like
pressure.
that sucked
yeah.
I'm not a
Uh,
physicist, so
yeah.
I may not know what I'm talking about right now. But that's just when
get-
someone says implosion, I think of that.
Right.
We'll pass this along to Neil deGrasse Tyson. He can tell you how wrong you are.
Well, speaking of wrong, maybe who knows? But Bill, you're up. Your
Oh, Jesus.
lovely topic.
Yeah,
this
let's go.
is
Okay.
this is getting some hate.
So tell me if this sounds familiar to you. 4 misfit people suddenly getting pulled into a bizarre and strange world, and they have to make their way back home.
So like Monster Squad. Oh no, we're talking about something else.
And
Yes.
and it includes Jack Black. What movie does this sound like to you?
School Rock.
Gulliver's Travels.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
that's right.
I was gonna say Jumanji, but
Yes,
okay.
I know. I forgot
Fucking
about Gulliver's
smartasses.
Travels.
Yeah, I remember he was in that. That's great.
I knew Jumanji the whole time, but
But no, it's a Minecraft movie
Yes.
for all you 10-year-olds out there and who haven't given up on the.
is Minecraft still a thing?
Oh God,
I
yes.
think so. Yeah, I think my kids are still into it.
Well, it may still be a thing, but the Minecraft YouTubers probably won't be very much longer because they're getting canceled left and right.
Oh.
Stop touching kids.
Oh. Yep.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but of course Jack Black is playing Minecraft Steve because he can't pass up on a video game adaptation where he gets to voice another character. Jason Momoa and Jennifer Coolidge are going to be a part of this, and it's coming out next April.
So Jason Momoa is the Rock character.
So he's probably going to be
Not with those
I'm sure.
bangs.
Here's the thing, so here's what I don't know. Minecraft doesn't have. All right, my knowledge of Minecraft is very limited. Are there people in Minecraft? I thought it was
Mine
just
is
like,
too, though.
These
Yeah.
4 people are going to be like characters or like avatars that are like sucked into the game.
Okay.
But yeah, like Minecraft Steve is like the main. He's the Mario of
Okay.
Minecraft, and that's who Jack Black is playing.
Okay, I've played.
There's not like
I've seen it
there's
played.
no-
I've played it very like my son has built worlds.
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, come check out my castle," and then he's like, "Here's a fireplace. Here's a trapdoor," and it's like, all right, cool. But
Yeah.
is that Minecraft or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, no, that's Minecraft.
I think
Well,
that's.
Because now I'm also thinking
That-
of Roblox. What's Roblox?
Oh, that might be Roadblock. I don't know.
I
I,
don't
get
know
them
this stuff.
both mixed up.
Roblox is kind of like a
Minecraft knockoff?
no.
No.
It's like a game where you like. There's a bunch of different like user created games.
Yeah, you can build
play within
things,
it.
right? I think my kids do that. They build like houses
Sure.
and shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are there
Yeah.
zombies in Minecraft?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And there's pigs. I know
Yes.
there's pigs.
There's the pigs. There's the zombies. The Enderman.
And sheeps, right? 'Cause That's in the trailer or the teaser.
Yeah.
What'd you call it? Was it a trailer or teaser? I don't recall.
So are you going to go see this movie?
He has to. Hey, I saved you. I saved you
I-
from the crow.
Are
You owe me
Are you
one.
forced
No.
to see every video game movie?
I will see this for
But I
the
will not
s-
enjoy
for
it.
strictly for the purpose of making a review for this channel.
Awesome. Sweet. I love it. Yeah.
And probably I don't know. My daughter might want to go see it.
Wouldn't it suck if she loved it and you're like, yeah.
Like,
You know
let's go
what?
again right
It
now.
could be good.
Yeah, it could
I didn't
be.
know
It-
how the hell they'd make a Mario movie work.
Some
but
of
they
it's
did.
charming, I think. I don't know.
Um,
I don't see all the hate for it, but
Yeah.
Well, the Mario movie worked because of Bob Hoskins.
oh, you mean the
Not that
original?
Mario.
Okay.
Fuck
I'm
off.
sorry.
That's going to be
Oh
on
my
at the movies.
God.
We're doing it at the movies. No, but speaking of Mario, Jack Black was Bowser, so it's like another game he's in.
God, he
It's 3
plays
games.
somebody in every fucking video game adaptation. I
Well,
swear
this
to
trailer
God.
though, like he didn't even try to clean up or be like a different character. Like he basically, I expected him to say, "I'm Jack Black" because he had his beard and shit.
he
And,
he didn't even try to sound like Claptrap
So
in fucking Borderlands.
oh, that's another.
Wait, did you watch Borderlands too?
I did. I'm so sorry. I did.
no, I'm
Oh,
sorry
save
for
that
you.
for the review recommendation.
I'm not-
Thank you for
I'm
taking
not
that-
doing a
thank you for
fucking-
taking that bullet for us.
I'm not even bothering. I'm not doing a review of it for the same reason I didn't do a review of the Marvels.
Okay.
Wait, I
Fuck
reviewed
that movie.
what was the review for like Snake Eyes, the GI Joe?
Oh,
movie?
yeah.
I was like, my first line, I fucking hated it.
Just killed it. Killed the lead or the build up.
Oh,
Yeah, because he's not Snake Eyes until the last 5 minutes
He's
of
not
the
Snake
film,
Eyes
right?
at all. He's not Snake Eyes.
no.
Fucking stupid.
No.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Anyway,
But man, they really made Jason Momoa not attractive, right? For all the ladies.
Well,
gave him a fucking Beatles haircut.
It's gonna be like
I
a
have-
CGI
So
animated movie. It's
yeah,
not gonna
I mean, it
be-
might be polished a little bit more, but yeah, I get it.
Because I've not seen the teaser. When these people are in the video game, does it look like the video
Yeah.
game or does it look like real life?
No, it looks like the
Jumanji-
video game.
Okay, because
Yeah.
Jumanji is a video game, but it looks like real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
but this will look like the
Yeah.
Minecraft
So they were on a bunch
world.
of green screens. Well, I guess you could say Jumanji they were
So they're-
too, but
it's
still,
little,
yeah.
like, like little fucking humans walking around Qbert world,
Yeah.
Yeah,
blocks and things like that. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I don't think it's gonna be good.
Hopefully it'll be another Pixels because that's a masterpiece. You remember Pixels?
I've never seen all of it. I've seen parts of it. I own that movie, and I've
How
never
dare
seen all
you?
of
I'm gonna need a sip of that to forget that I
Go for
saw that
it.
movie.
it. Is that the one where like Pac-Man's the bad guy or some bullshit?
Yeah,
Yeah. They got like the creator to drive and
yeah.
yeah.
Video movies based on video games or movies about video games are not always very good.
Yeah. For the most part
They're not. But when we get to our reviews recommendations,
All right.
I'm gonna poke a little hole in that. But it's not a movie; it's a TV series.
Okay.
Perfect.
I like it.
Excellent.
I like it.
Anyway, yeah, sure. I'm sure your 6-year-olds with zero attention span are gonna love it.
Excellent.
Mommy, can we go? I paid $20 to get you in here. Shut up.
Yeah, it's too expensive to take kids to a movie that sucks.
Oh, I know.
That's the thing is like movies are too expensive to be shitty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like-
exactly. That's why I pick and choose exactly
Well,
which
and
ones
that's
I'm
why
gonna see.
that's why things like the Crow Bomb and then the director's like, oh, it's our fault. Like it's our fucking fault you made a shitty movie.
Yeah.
And then we don't want to pay to go see it.
Yeah.
So fuck yourself.
Hey, I went and saw it. I gave it a
Everybody-
chance.
you-
There's like
and
you just
four of
didn't
us
get
in
it.
here.
did it suck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
My review's out there. So
Do you wish you had that $100 back? Because it's probably what it cost for 4 of you guys to go see a movie.
well, I didn't take the family, but
Oh, okay.
no, I wouldn't have. But yeah, it was yeah, it was a waste. But I gave it a chance, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. But you can't always afford to do that.
You're
Is the
smarter man
point?
than I am.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
have enough time to do that.
Well, honestly, I think the idea of reviewing it was like more of my like
I
push.
think,
but
if Field of Geeks wants to pay me to go see a shitty movie,
oh
for a
yeah,
review, I'll do
yeah,
that. Like,
me too.
give
They
me
want to
the
pay
corporate
me.
credit
Yeah,
card. Do it.
Right.
but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Josh has AMC points.
I do, and you'll have to travel very
We'll
far
have
to
go
use
like,
them.
fucking California or something.
'Cause I even-
Still.
I think there's an AMC theater down in Disney Springs still.
I should have sent you
Down the
the
road.
cards. Get me a Batman. By the way, fuck you, all those people out there who bought those Batman popcorn buckets that like light up. It's a bat symbol, you know.
Uh-huh.
Like basically, they were all bought. Like they don't have a limit. I don't think.
From which movie?
It was just. I think it was just for in honor of Batman Day, which isn't even here
okay,
yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, a lot of people are just pawning them. Like they
Uh-huh.
bought a shit ton of them, took them from other people who really wanted them, basically, and then upcharged it like big
kind of
time.
like they did with the PS5 when that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So lovely, but
Speaking of,
Speaking
Yes.
of the PS5,
yes,
get ready to not afford the next one coming out.
I don't have the first one.
what's
I'm on
So
4.
okay, I have not had my PS5 for a year yet. Not even a year yet.
It's like they knew.
But Jesus Christ, Sony, what is your fucking problem? Anyway,
yeah, I've got 2 that I never play.
so
It's in the box.
get
They're hooked up. I just never play them.
get ready, parents, because your kids are gonna bug the fuck out of you for this one. November 7th, the PS5 Pro is coming out. It has 2 more slots on the side of it than the PS5 does.
What's the slots do?
Fucking nothing.
Okay, cool.
They're glory holes.
No, it's just to signify the empty credit card slots you have in your wallet because you're gonna have to go in debt to buy this fucking thing.
Shit.
The improvements are a new GPU for faster rendering, advanced ray tracing, and SSR upscaling for better frame rate, which still isn't gonna fucking matter because your internet provider still sucks. Anyway,
That's like a foreign language to me. I don't know what any of that means.
it just means it's going to make everything run smoother and look crisper.
But I like the way mine looks now. I
Yeah,
don't need it
I
to
know
look
exactly. It looks
Yeah.
perfectly fucking
better. It
fine
looks
now.
really good.
Just a ploy to get you to buy the new one.
Yeah, it's
like,
not.
oh,
This will
Well, you
not.
lost me at the no disk drive option.
This will not come
Yeah,
with a
oh,
disk drive option
fuck
Because-
that.
Yeah, that's some
because you know the original PS5 you could get it with or without the
Yep.
disk drive, and it will not come with a vertical stand But if you want the external disk drive,
Here's 2 rocks.
it's $80. And if you want the vertical stand, it's $30. So they're taking a page out of Apple's book and charging you
So $810 for
the base
whole deal.
console
and that
itself.
probably only comes with one remote. So
The
you have to
base
buy another
console
remote.
itself
Always
is
do.
$700.
Always.
So like what they're doing is exactly like Apple's doing, where they up the price for the newer model, take away all the standard stuff that came with the previous model, and charge you $80 for it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Fuck off, Sony.
I miss the days where you could buy a console. It came with a game. It came with 2
You're
remotes.
set,
And
yeah.
a fucking gun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you could play Duck Hunt on it.
Yes.
yeah.
Still have mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and spend $200 for the NES.
Do you have a no disc slot on yours, or
I do not have the disc option on mine
okay?
because
yeah.
it's
cheaper, right? Or no?
it was slightly cheaper.
Yeah.
but same thing as not buying physical, not being able to buy physical media.
Mine has the disc options.
Yeah.
And I like that because I have a shitload of PS4 games I've never played
Yeah.
that I can play on it.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
my PS4 shit the bed. It does not work at all.
Right. Yeah.
And so I don't know if I'm going to bother to get that fixed
Mm-hmm.
or just not worry about it.
Well, and this could be bullshit. It just reminded me of something, but I mean, they always talk about the next model being able to do this or that. Supposedly, the 6 is going to be backwards compatible. I don't know if you've heard anything
I
about
said
that.
that about the 5.
I haven't heard anything about the 6.
It could just be bullshit too. It's probably just like the poster of Goonies too.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest
if you're going to charge
problem.
if you're going to charge
Yeah.
$700
and play your old
for the
games on it.
PS5 Pro,
I would do that. Yeah,
they're probably going to charge $1,000 for the PS6, and unless the PS6 has a built-in fleshlight, I don't fucking want it.
or screen or
So,
something.
Yeah,
It's got a boombox.
take your faster GPU and shout up my ASS.
I mean, so Bill, is anyone going to buy this?
Well, I think the price point on it, okay, I think it's twofold. One, so that people don't poach it like they did
Oh,
when
sure.
the PS5 came out. But two, I think it's because Sony's just fucking greedy.
Well, and for an extra $100, you can buy a really good PC that's
I was
going
gonna
to do
say,
so much more.
I was going to say there's so many people out there that are building their own
Yeah.
like gaming PCs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for $700 price point, this is going to be the most expensive console on the market.
Yeah, my son spent $1,000 on a PC that somebody built, and that thing is light years ahead of what PS5's at.
Right.
Yeah.
In terms
So-
of
Well, they'll push more people to that area,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, and especially with companies like, I don't want to throw Ubisoft under the bus because I do like Far Cry, but with their CEOs and stuff coming out and saying you don't own video games anymore,
Yeah. I hate
you know,
that.
like the digital ones that
Yeah,
come
that's
out, if
so
they're not
dumb.
being supported or the server gets knocked out, then
Yeah.
you're not even given an offline play option on it anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Why charge? If that's the case and those developers are fucking us over like this, why charge $700 for it?
Yeah. That's,
I don't know.
Yeah. That's, yeah. I don't know.
Take Jonah's advice and build your own PC.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just not, I love video games. I have my 4, but I don't know when I'll get my 5. I just don't.
The thing is, I love my 5. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm super happy with it.
Sure. Yeah.
There's no reason for this to be upgraded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't just move on to the PS6. Right.
Well, it took them
Well,
forever
And
with the
other thing, too,
5 to get that
the other
out.
thing, too, that I'm sure no one wants to see is that this thing doesn't sell, and then that delays the PS6 that much more.
Well, and I think
They'll just
a lot of
stamp a 6 on it.
a lot of why they're doing this too. It is the PlayStation's 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
Either
Wow.
it's past or it's coming up, one of the two. And one of the probably another thing for that whole nostalgia thing is going to be the PS5 Pro and the PS5 are getting like a gray
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation,
If it's like an anniversary edition, everything
Yeah.
should come with like a copy of like a copy of like Twisted Metal,
like Ridge Racer or
Yeah,
some
exactly.
shit.
Give me
yeah.
like a USB drive that has like 2,500 games on it or something.
right.
Yeah,
But yeah, no.
I remember having the PlayStation and everyone had the Sega Saturn, I think. Most people. they're like, "What's a PlayStation?" I just remember like, "Fuck, did I get the wrong system?" But
My thing was like
I didn't.
I had a friend that had the PS, and we would play it over at his house. I never had it myself.
Yeah.
I was still a Nintendo 64 guy at that point.
I never
that
had
was my
that
thing,
though.
too,
I
is I
skipped
had
that
the-
one, but yeah, I had the
64.
Genesis.
I was
but-
still playing
and then
yeah,
Donkey Kong Country and Rainbow
Sure.
Six.
Yeah.
and Golden.
oh yeah,
yeah.
and then
I think they did that skin thing for 4 as well. A long time ago, obviously.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
Yeah.
They did do that. I remember that when they the PS4 Slim or something like that came
yeah,
out.
yep.
They did like a gray version of for the 25th anniversary.
Just find someone who does decal wrapping and just like, hey,
or
just
Yeah, Cerakote it.
you can you can they sell like the like stick on and clip on like things to make it so it's not that god awful white color.
yeah. Yeah, do that
yeah,
instead
you
of
can just
paying
do
all
that.
that money for it, because I'm sure it's gonna be more than $700 for that look. That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait to not be in line to pay for that. So
Oh
yeah.
shit. Well, we got music news too,
Yeah.
right?
So we don't talk about music stuff very often unless somebody dies. Like Coolio, I think was the last time we talked about
Probably.
music, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot he died.
But
Get them off your list.
Yeah, and DMX.
so I don't know about you guys. I don't know about all of our listeners out there. One of my all-time favorite albums that I've ever owned is Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park.
Yep, it's a good one.
Was that their debut album?
I believe so.
Yeah,
yes.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm fans.
Always been a huge fan of Chester Bennington. It was kind of devastating to the music community when he
Yeah.
unfortunately passed away 7 years ago. But Linkin Park is back on tour with a new lead singer,
Yeah, I saw that.
Emily Armstrong from Dead Sarah.
she's the new lead singer.
She's the new lead singer. Yes,
I haven't heard their. I know they have a new album out, right? Or they've got a single out.
They've got a new album out now, I believe.
Okay.
It's called From Zero. They do have a single out there. You can see it on YouTube. You can see like some of their.
I haven't heard that yet.
You can
Haven't
see like
either.
some of their live performances and stuff. The thing to take away from this, though, she's not trying to be Chester.
Sure.
She's got her own, style and
Right.
everything like that. Very talented singer. There's been some controversy with it because she does have ties to Scientology.
Mm.
She was one of the people that kind of supported Danny
Mm.
Masterson, but
Ooh.
Not great.
well, the caveat with that though is that she was asked by the church to support him, and then
Oh, yeah.
found out
a
it
favor.
was just like hey, go support this guy. He's
Yeah.
on trial.
Yeah.
And then when she found out what he did, she was kind of like,
Which I'm sure that interturbulated her.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar, that's a Scientologist.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure annoyed.
Oh, yep. Yep.
The thing is too though, like
Or
a lot
shunned
of the,
or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it's like a made up word.
Fucking
a
weird.
lot of the lyrics to some of her songs in Dead Sarah kind of sound like they're tearing apart Scientology.
Oh, really?
So
So
it might be
she's
like one of those things where like she's kind of like subtly
leaving the.
like poking the bear, but it's like a Leia Remini
Yeah.
situation where it's not easy to get away
Yeah.
from it.
That's fucked up, man. You lose your family if you leave the church. If they're in the church, you
Yeah.
lose. I mean, that's fucked up.
But apparently Jamie Bennington, Chester's son, thought it was disrespectful to his dad's memory. Their original drummer has dropped out of the band,
Oh boy.
who he hasn't really been
Yeah.
that involved with the band since
Okay.
Chester died, but
Right.
still, I've listened to their live stuff. I haven't gotten the new album yet. I'm planning on it
Yeah.
because if nothing else, I like to support the band.
Yeah. Of course.
I remember the first time I heard Linkin Park years ago.
Oh, man.
So it was down at Toad Holler on the south side of town.
Okay.
Yes.
Back in the day.
I remember Toad Holler.
And so I was just started dating a gal, and I had like an extra ticket, and I was like, "Oh, you want to go to this concert with me?" And it was it was Head PE, who's one of my all-time favorites, Linkin Park, and then Papa Roach was the headliner.
oh. Wow.
I'd never even heard of Linkin Park at the time,
Right.
and so she's like, "What kind of music?" And I was like, "I don't know. What do you like?" She's like, "I like country." And I was like, "Yeah, it's kind of like that, I'm sure." And so we get there. It's nothing like country, which I knew that, but
Yeah.
I wanted her to go.
Oh, shucks.
And then we were up towards the front, and she takes a crowd surfer to the back of the head and gets knocked unconscious.
Oh, no.
It was the fucking worst date ever.
Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Good concert, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Bad date.
bet.
Good concert.
Oh, I bet.
Linkin Park rocked.
I
Head
never-
PE was amazing. And
Wow.
Papa Roach was fantastic.
Wow.
I have seen Papa Roach live. I've never gotten to see not one of those things that, in retrospect, you kick yourself for. I never got to see Linkin Park live, but
Wow. They hit it big also with Transformers, right? Didn't they?
did.
They
did the soundtrack, right?
Yeah, they
What
had
I've
quite a bit
done
on the soundtrack.
was one of their hit singles from, I think it was the second one. No, it was the first one.
Didn't they keep using it though at the end
I can't
credits
remember
of the
I can't remember
next
which
two
one.
at least? I
Something
thought they
like
did.
that.
Maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But I know in the first one they used it. I think they even used it in like parts of the third one.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they did. They used the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Intro
dun,
from
dun.
it.
Wait,
Yeah.
maybe the wrong one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the words, but yeah.
Jonah's like, yeah.
Yeah. When it like cuts to black, and then there's like the song kicks up, and then you see like Starscream blasting off into space,
Yeah.
and then it goes back to the credits. Anyway,
Right.
guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah.
Other than the last night, that one sucked.
Yeah. That was just like a phoned in. Anthony Hopkins cashed his check.
Oh my God, that was terrible.
Yeah. I started
That's, like, the
watching
only
that
one
and I stopped.
I own all of them, and that's the only one where I'm like, I can't watch this movie. It's so stupid.
Well,
I'll fast forward and like watch scenes, but
Yeah.
I can't watch the entire thing.
are you more of a completist with that franchise because it means so much to you, like Transformers itself, or
No.
like no?
No, I actually enjoy about all of them except
Yeah.
for that last night.
Yeah.
And the only reason I bought it, I think it was like $4.
Oh, okay. You're like,
Like,
well,
it was, like,
complete the
cheap.
collection a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
So
I need coasters.
I still want to see Transformers 1. I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, the
The
new
new
one,
animated one that's out, I
yeah,
heard that's pretty
that's
good.
going to be kind of risky, right? Because it's like kind of whole new origin with the. It's more of a kid friendly origin, sort of.
I mean, it's sort of.
they're all buddies.
Well, I think if it depends, they've got so many origins now, so it depends on kind of which
Yeah, I guess
canon you
multiverse.
follow. But
Yeah,
it looks like it's not totally like brand new. Like we've
Right.
seen stuff like this before.
sure.
Mhm.
It's looking better and better to me. I don't know if I'll probably wait till it comes out, but are you gonna go for sure? You
I
think?
don't know. That's the thing. Like I said, time is so limited for me, and
Yeah.
there's always other movies that. Because here's the thing: a movie like that, I'm on my own. Like my wife's not gonna want to go see it. My kids are probably not gonna want to go see
It's
it.
date night.
And I
Transformers
don't- I
One.
really don't have a lot of time to be like, oh, I've got like 2 free hours to kill by myself. I'm gonna go to a movie by myself. I just don't have that time.
Yeah,
Um,
and if you do, it's like it's got to be that time frame,
Yeah, like-
probably. Yeah.
we took. I had Monday off at work because we had just gotten back from
Mm-hmm.
Orlando like early that morning. So I woke up like 3:00. We were back in Des Moines by like 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So I took the day off work to get some stuff done around the house, and
Nice.
then it was like 3:00 in the afternoon, and we were like, "You want to go see that new that movie?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." So we went and saw Speak No Evil.
Oh, that looks
see
good.
that.
That's a remake too, I guess.
Well, it's a foreign. Yeah, it's a remake of.
oh,
a
it's a foreign.
film,
Okay, yeah.
Which it looks almost like scene because I haven't seen the original movie, but I saw the trailer. It looks like scene for scene.
Yeah.
Almost like a Funny Games was. Like the
Yeah.
remake of Funny Games was scene for scene the exact same movie, just different
Sure.
actors.
Yeah.
So this looks very much like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed
James McAvoy. Is
it.
that
Oh,
his
dude,
name?
he's so good.
He's
so
intense.
fucking scary.
Oh man.
Like, who would have thought that the gangly kid from Wanted
Yeah.
is that same person? I mean, it's
Oh, I know.
so crazy.
yeah. Yeah. I think Split maybe put him in that type of range.
I think that's
right?
when he started buffing. I mean, 'cause
Yeah.
he looks, and you can never really tell on film, but
Yeah.
he looks massive in this.
Yeah.
Like, he is just a.
I think
big
he's
dude
put on
that's-
some muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a whole like mind fuck too. He's like tells him he's a doctor, and then his wife gets hurt or something. It's like, oh, he's a doctor. I'm not a doctor. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, just kidding. And
Yeah.
then- but
Right.
yeah, no spoilers on that. You guys
Yeah.
should go see it.
Yeah.
Spoiler. Here's a
I've
spoiler
been
free
wanting
review
to.
of it. It's good. Especially, it's like a throwback to like the thrillers that you used to watch back in the day. You know what I mean? Like the '90s thrillers. The
Sure.
like not necessarily a super high budget.
Double Jeopardy, maybe type of
Better.
or- okay. Yeah.
Not campy.
Yeah.
Better thriller than that.
Sure.
So yeah, no,
Eye for an Eye. Remember that one?
I was thinking more like Unlawful Entry or
Oh, okay.
that type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. Sure.
It kind of reminds me of that a little bit,
Yeah.
but in a good way. Good.
Not like what was it? Terrace. What was that Samuel Jackson one where he's a cop?
Terrace View.
Yeah.
Terrace Lake.
Lakeview Terrace.
Lakeview Terrace.
Lakeview Terrace.
Yeah. Yeah. That was I think that was a miss, but yeah, I
Yeah,
get what you're
that
saying.
one was a miss.
Yeah.
but
I liked it for.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, I'll revisit
what was the
it
Vince
someday,
Vaughn
maybe.
one that he was?
Travolta?
No, Vince Vaughn was the creeper. Was it Travolta movie though?
There's one he did with Travolta where he's the father. No, wait. Travolta's the father.
Yeah, and
he's
Vince
the
Vaughn's
stepdad.
the creepy guy. Yeah, what's that one called?
I can't remember.
I always confuse Lakeview Terrace in that one.
Yeah, no, I don't remember what that one is, but yeah.
So anyway, yeah, go see Speak No Evil. It's good.
Cool. Yeah, I was hoping that was worth watching, but yeah, actually, you got us into review recommendations. Beetlejuice. We've all seen this, right?
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it was good.
I love that movie.
Loved it.
Like my son had some good points about it. Are we doing spoilers on this or no?
I thought if we could just start with and then we can get into
Non-spoilers? Okay.
spoilers if that's cool.
So, non-spoilers. I really loved it. I loved the humor. I loved how they expanded the underworld to like incorporate different departments and other areas and new characters. I thought that was really cool. And it almost kind of reminded me of like the cartoon that way. A little bit. Because I think they did a little bit of that in the cartoon.
Yeah.
And so I really liked that. I loved the humor, of course, and the weirdness of Tim Burton through and through. I love Michael Keaton. Like,
Hasn't really missed a beat with Beetlejuice. And I could say the same as Batman. I know it's separate, but he did what he could with that movie. But yeah, Beetlejuice was
it was like there was no time that passed whatsoever between the two.
Yeah.
The way I interpreted it, I guess, with Keaton.
And
He looked like he was super comfortable just stepping back into the role.
Yeah.
Weird aside, I think I'm going to be dressing up and playing Beetlejuice. I'm going to be emceeing a Beetlejuice trivia night.
Oh, fun!
Cool. At Monsterama on the South Side.
Oh shit! Sweet.
So I've been working on my Beetlejuice impersonation.
Oh, nice. Sweet! You might have to.
I've been
drop
working
by.
I've been working on my Keaton as Beetlejuice.
This place is awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I love Beetlejuice. I love the movie.
Yeah.
My son, he was like, he's like, too many plot points, this and that. He thought there was just too much going on, too many unnecessary characters. He has a point.
Yeah.
I think that there was some characters in there that was like, all right, we could have taken this person out and it would have been the exact same movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
But anyway.
Yeah, I heard it's like it was the Wednesday team, and I've heard comparisons like this felt like more like a setup for a show, like many episodes where you could dive into all these plot holes or not plot holes, but subplots or whatever.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, even like with all the plot, even the subplots, everything was pretty much wrapped up at the end.
Yeah,
and
pretty much.
There was not really any dangling plot holes, but yeah, you probably could have taken out a couple of things and shaved off 10 minutes of the movie, or maybe focused more on something else. But
yeah.
My favorite character, no spoilers, Bob. Yeah. Fucking love Bob.
But you see them all over the place. So.
Oh man, there's been so many like.
They're not all Bobs, right?
They all have different names.
Okay, I couldn't remember that for sure, but yeah,
it's like the new Minions.
Yeah.
It's like, I see.
Yeah.
All kinds of people dressed up as Bob. The only, this might be a hot take, I don't know. The only thing I absolutely do not like about that movie was the sandworm.
What? Oh,
I thought the CGI looked like shit.
Was it CGI or was it practical effects?
It was, I think
because it looked
might
so,
have been.
It looked so bad. I thought it was the same practical effects that they used in the first one.
Well, see, and that's the thing is I like the way, like the claymation look.
Yeah,
they had in the first one. I like that. I like the.
But I'm wondering if that had to
the airplane scene, how they kind of did that.
Yeah, so
was
I'm wondering if it had to do with, if it just looked more jarring because this almost looked like it was shot digitally.
Yeah, and it was. I don't think he shot on film.
Like the claymation against everything that's digital. And again, I could be wrong. Maybe it is CGI, but it was very jarring to me. I agree with you. It didn't look. They didn't look right.
Well, for what they've said in press about using a lot of practical effects, I still found it very CGI heavy. It looked that way to me, but again, it's digital, and also some of the lighting, like the original, like. It's still a sharp looking film. Like it's lit great. This one kind of had that digital feel, but I get it because that's how they do it now. And perhaps when you get it like, in your home to see like physical media, I'm saying it'll maybe look a lot more crisp. Maybe. Well, I don't know.
And maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm such a huge fan of the original.
Oh, likewise. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched it just like a few days before we went to the.
And I like this one. I don't think it's better than the first one, but I'm kind of in that state where I'm like, not every sequel has to be better than the first. It's just like
I think it's a
another
good companion
entry.
to
I don't. It's a
Yeah.
good companion to it. I don't
Yes,
think,
good
I don't
companion.
think
I
you're
like
gonna
that.
Top the first one.
No, but it's good.
Between-
It's
well,
good on
and
its own.
and they didn't try to.
Between
No,
the,
no.
So that
the
was
cast
the thing with it.
of the first one. I mean, Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
were fantastic.
Yeah.
The cast of the first one was so good.
hmm
And I'm not saying the cast of this one wasn't good.
No.
But is it Catherine
O'Hara.
O'Hara?
Yep.
Dude, she's a gem.
Yeah.
She is so good.
She's she's been a character actress throughout our whole lives. In fact, this has been brought to my attention just looking on Facebook, but like this is the season of her because she's been a part of like Halloween films like not Once Upon a Time, I'm sorry. Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, and then you get into like
Home Alone.
Yes, Home Alone. Yeah, so she's really always been around, and Schitt's Creek really put her back on. It was such a. I'm happy she's. More people appreciate her now.
Yeah.
She was just, I think, before kind of a no name, like, oh, she's that one lady I see. But yeah, that first film, Beetlejuice, was so. All of it was great.
And Winona Ryder's so like just perfectly awkward.
Yeah,
Like just the way she
Yes.
Yeah.
talks. She's just she's an actress. I get it. She's probably a really strange person in real life.
perhaps. Yeah, perhaps.
That's just the vibe
But
I get from her.
yeah.
But it's good. It translates well
Yeah.
to this type of a role
Sure.
to where it's like, yeah, that is the Lydia
Yeah.
as an adult that we knew
Right.
as a child.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
For sure. And William Dafoe's character, Jenna Ortega, obviously, she's kind of like the
Defoe's
most.
amazing in this.
Yeah.
I wanted more Dafoe.
I did too.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder, like,
I want Dafoe's own movie. I want to see him as the actor
yeah.
and then him as the ghost detective.
Yeah.
Like I want
Yeah.
more of that.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into spoilers. So we all recommend seeing Beetlejuice,
Spoilers.
obviously. Beetlejuice.
I'm curious what your what's the you'd mentioned like you can take this out and it would
Oh,
be,
the ex-wife. You could have taken
Yes.
the ex-wife out entirely
100%.
and it'd have been the exact same movie.
100%.
She was a little bit of a catalyst to for him wanting to get out of there, but he already wanted to get out of there when
Yeah.
he saw
Lydia.
when he saw Lydia or he saw her dad.
Yeah.
Obituary,
The
basically.
newspaper. Yeah.
And so you could have taken her out entirely and then
Yeah.
um
I like the concept. It just wasn't really enough in there.
it was a cool
and,
concept, but it almost like saved that for the third movie.
Yeah.
Because that
only-
could have been that could have been an entire movie on its own.
Well, it got weird because she killed dead people. It's like, how do you kill dead? You know,
She's a soul sucker.
right? But I guess so. But Danny DeVito. Speaking of that,
Oh, yeah.
that
yeah.
man, he looked great.
Gross
looked
looking Danny
amazing.
DeVito.
Yeah, and they said he was kind of like harnessing penguin. The way he drank that
absolutely.
Drano,
Yeah,
and
no, I
he even did that. He
definitely
even did that.
I definitely got Penguin vibes when
Yeah.
he was drinking the Drano.
Yeah, I got a kick, even though he didn't really say too much.
Could be worse.
but-
My nose could be gushing blood.
Yeah,
I wasn't a big fan of her either.
yeah, and I know it's his wife too, but obviously she's an actress that's been in shit.
we got,
but
I mean, we
I
got a
think the
little bit
only
of his
reason-
backstory.
which I was like, wow, they're going here. Like that's
Yeah.
risky, and I didn't really hate it.
No, I thought that was
I
cool.
didn't hate
Yeah.
it. It was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if they didn't include that, it still would have been a great
Yeah,
movie.
it's just it's funny. Like it's quite risky to like. We're gonna. Everyone had their own ideas all these years. Like
Yeah.
how he
Well,
became.
because there was
what
like
he became.
speculation
Hell of
that he was like never human.
Yeah,
Because some people call him a demon,
yeah,
which
Yeah.
demons are never human.
right.
And then there was he lived X number of years ago. And,
Yeah.
No, it was.
Well, it could have been him even bullshitting a little bit, retelling that story. So I think that's
Oh,
kind of
yeah, I
opened
think
up for like it's vague, kind of like
telling the
still.
Bobs or whatever.
But I like how she
Yeah.
poisoned him or whatever, and
Yeah.
his last act was just chopping her up.
Yeah, hack her into pieces.
Well,
Yeah.
I think the only reason they included her was because of that line in the first one where he
The finger, yeah.
pulls out the finger with the ring on it. It's
Yeah.
like she meant nothing to me, but
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
because then she take DeVito's finger and like use it because I think she was missing that, right?
Well,
because he had it. Beetlejuice had it, right?
I remember her putting a finger on.
Yeah, and it was different color, I think, from her pale skin.
I guess
I think.
I guess I didn't even catch that. If that's, I'd have
I-
to watch
yeah,
that
I
again,
know.
because you might be right.
I think I was just looking close to be like, all right, she shouldn't have that finger. So
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
going on? Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, Defoe's character, that was cool. How he's basically like kind of a Tom Cruise-esque person, like who did his own stunts and
He's
it
like
ended up
that-
killing him.
Yeah,
Like that parody of the old time detective. He's like,
Yeah.
very noirish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
Like
rehearsing,
noir.
like line and
He was excellent.
posing.
I
yeah.
want Willem Dafoe as a noirish detective now. Like, give me that. I want
Oh
that
yeah,
movie.
definitely.
Give me that movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Basically replaced, well, I guess maybe not entirely, but the old lady who was instrumental in the
She's
Oh.
like their handler.
Yeah, she had
And the last one. She
her
had the-
throat was slit. She would
Yeah.
smoke, and
Juno.
so yeah, he was kind of the replacement sort of that in a way. But he's obviously more of a cop.
yeah,
than
and
she
like I said, I
was.
really liked how they expanded that world to where
Yeah.
you had like a police precinct, and you had all these different.
Yeah. Did
Mm-hmm.
you think that was Super Troopers at first? The mustaches, the
They-
bike cops. They look. I was like,
they
is
did
that
look kinda-
cameos? Like,
They did look kind of like
yeah. I'm
Super
like,
Troopers
oh, that'd be
yeah.
or
cool.
Chips or
Yeah.
whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I think
yeah.
they were just your typical
Probably. Yeah.
highway patrolman assholes. with
Yeah.
mustaches.
Yeah.
I'm not saying highway patrolmen are assholes.
Right.
No,
They're
not assholes at all.
Now, okay, so the boyfriend, the
Yeah.
love interest. Thoughts on that?
I saw it coming.
This is Jenna Ortega's love interest we're talking about.
Yeah, so there was like the 90s car in the drive, her referencing like, you have a lot of old stuff around here. You
Yeah.
didn't see the parents.
No, you
It's
didn't
kind
see
of
my
a
parents'
cool
kind
little-
faces.
I kind
It was
of
a
I
cool
dug
little
it.
twist.
I was
I
like,
dug
I was
it.
Yeah.
starting to pick up on it a little bit, and
Yeah.
then as soon as when he had that book, he was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, kind of the yard sale." I was like, "Oh no, he's dead."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. It just was getting weird
But
because
then it was
she
one of
was
those- it
like,
was funny because then when that scene happened where they're like kissing and then they're off the ground, my wife's like, oh, "He's dead."
yes.
yeah.
You know, she's like, "He's a ghost," and I'm like, "Yes."
And that does play her on. She wants to see her dad. Like, and
Yeah.
so he's like, I can promise you that, help me
Yeah.
out. And
I
then,
thought that part was
yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I would-
Give it a nice
yeah.
little twist
And then,
to
and
it.
then when they do show his parents, I was like, "That's kind of gnarly."
Yeah.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
a little scary.
Right. Yeah,
So-
for sure. Oh, well, and what kind of kept me from like guessing it entirely was like, wait a minute, he was outside when she met him, but I guess he died there, so that kind of gives him a pass.
He can go as far as the
he's-
fence line.
Yeah.
basically.
Well, he was like in his backyard basically when
Right.
or in his
When she
treehouse when she
burst through
Well,
it.
that's where he
Yeah.
died at was the treehouse.
Yes,
Yeah,
he climbed up
so-
there and fell and
Yep.
broke his neck
He,
or
he
something.
had said something that he can go like as far as the front.
Yeah.
fence.
So that was I kind of shocked they didn't do more with him once they got to the afterlife. But it was awesome how Beetlejuice stamps his passport, whatever. He's like, you're fucked or something.
Yeah. No, it said "shit out of luck."
yeah. And then he said, you're fucked or something. I thought. And then he hit
drops
the
in-
yeah.
yeah.
And that was neat how she met her dad again, and I thought that was kind of cool. The Soul Train was kind of odd. I thought, like,
It was very
Yeah.
strange.
yeah, like
I mean,
what? Why?
The first time they did the whole
yeah, they did
Soul
like,
Train
again.
with like all the dancing thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, I get it, Soul Train, because that used to
Right.
be the show.
right.
But then it was like, you don't need to keep hitting us over the head with it. We got it now.
Yeah.
The dance sequence at the end, the little song and dance at the end at the wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
I fucking loved that scene.
Oh yeah.
And that's a song from.
I don't know what it is. It was so fucking random. And
It's
I loved
weird though. It's like
everything
it's about
it.
cooking or something, or
It's,
yeah,
a cake in the rain.
yeah,
and
yeah,
literal cake getting
Yeah.
washed away by rain. I mean, I loved that bit.
yeah,
That
Yeah.
was so cool.
yeah. And that's the thing that bothered me. Like I felt like all the effects on the cake, it was so CG. That was one of my cons. Is just I noticed a lot of CG in this. You know? Maybe it was cheaper to do that than the practical. I don't know.
I
but-
didn't really like. The only part of like the CGI in the movie that I focused on was the worm or the
Yeah.
sand snake or whatever. I
Which
was like,
that did look
that
CG
does
to
not
me,
look
but
as cool as
maybe
it did in the first one.
Yeah,
Maybe
and
I'm
even
just
yeah.
you
I
know.
even thought that from the trailer a little bit too. I'm like, that's practical. Like,
But at the
I mean,
same time,
yeah,
it's
it may
the
not have
same.
been.
it might look better though. I don't know.
It's the same thing I kind of felt like in Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Where I was like, it's not the same as the F-14.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
the
They brought the
plane.
F-14
But then they
in.
brought the F-14 in, and you're
I
like,
know.
fuck yeah, let's go.
And
Dude, I was audible when that happened in the movie. I was like,
Fuck yes. Yeah. Like, what are the odds he just
I was
randomly
getting
finds an
shushed. I was
F-14?
like,
And he-
fucking shush. That's an F-14 Tomcat.
You
bitch.
weren't the only one. There's a lot of people interactive with that
Yeah.
film,
Yeah.
especially when it became like a different movie sort of at the end where they had that new generation of jets, and
Yeah.
it like just did
Yeah.
that turn. They're
Oh, I
like,
love
what
it.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rooster responds with that. He's like, "What the fuck was that?" Yeah,
Oh
that was
God.
great.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting that Lydia saw ghosts still
Mhm.
when she's
Yeah.
doing her talk show. Delia dying. That was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
But
Yes.
funny.
it was. It was.
Yeah.
You knew they had to do something
Yeah.
to like reunite
Well,
her
I
with
knew
her-
she was gonna get into that afterlife because it was in the trailer, and I'm like, how the fuck did she get there?
Yeah.
She died,
Yeah.
They're defanged or whatever. And
and she's so like hungry to be this artist and
Yeah.
everything, and
Yeah.
it was kind of fitting at the end for them to remind her, like, well, your art might be worth a lot now. And
yeah,
she's
she
like,
was like,
"Oh."
"Oh yeah." She's like, "Oh, that's good."
Yeah, the dad was featured quite a bit. I was shocked. Charles.
Not
Now
his
his
voice.
actor-
Not his.
No, but it sounded very similar. Like and they did the
His actor
claymation.
died, didn't he?
What's that?
No, he's alive.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, he was a convicted sex offender back
yeah,
in
but he's-
03.
yeah, he's been out. I mean,
Jeffrey Jones
Yeah,
was his
he-
name.
he was, but I actually think that he ended up. I don't think he did any time.
I don't. I mean, he got blacklisted basically.
Well, other than Deadwood, because he
Oh.
still did the Deadwood movie.
Oh, he
after all of it.
did.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, I guess
So-
whoever, if they're willing to work with him, I
Blacklisted,
guess.
sort of.
Yeah.
Maybe Tim Burton just didn't want to work with him.
I never knew any of that because, like, and
Or maybe he could
I
be around Jenna
figured
Ortega. I don't. I mean,
I'm sure. Like, I don't know if Burton. I mean, I don't know. The
they
dude's
worked
the
together
dude's a
on Sleepy
creep.
Hollow.
Yes.
Like, he was
This.
in
Yeah.
Sleepy
That
Hollow,
was
but,
that
like,
was like
that was-
98
that
or
was-
so.
that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
This was like 2001 when all this stuff happened.
But I just-
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just assumed the guy was dead. I didn't.
I mean,
know
they
that.
used his likeness an awful lot.
Pretty alive.
I think
Yeah.
that's why they. Well,
that was
obviously,
the one thing.
Yeah.
You know, you were talking about that kind of claymation bit.
Yeah.
That was weird for me.
It was
because
weird.
There was none of that in the original,
Yes.
and that's kind of why
like
it
the
was a little-
flashback type stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because they couldn't show him,
Flashback.
you know. That's probably. But they did his likeness, and they even showed him on the which I think one of my kids pointed out that was a shark fin tombstone he had,
Yes,
sort of.
it
Yeah,
was.
I didn't even catch that. Yeah, that's kind of like one of those like. Should they have not really shown him too much or focused? I was really shocked they used his character a lot. Like, and also, and I'm not saying like Beetlejuice, that universe, you need to have like serious emotions from people, but when they find out he's dead, there's not really like big, like, oh my God, he's
No,
dead.
it's almost played as like a joke.
Yeah.
His father left me. She's like,
Yeah.
and he's like,
Yeah.
divorcing you, and she's, oh no, he'd never do that. He's dead.
Of course, Lydia's medicated, so maybe that's how she
Yeah.
kept her
Speaking of which,
emotions.
one of the characters that I got a really big kick out of is Lydia's boyfriend,
Rory?
/ fiance.
Yeah, douche, a little
He's
douchebag.
So just like
Yeah.
he's so blatantly manipulative.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was so funny
Right.
where like he wants to get married and she's like, and he's like, then he's like all about how like love died today. Fucking manipulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been a hit and miss by a lot of people, but I dug it. I like Justin Thoreau. Is that how you say his
Yeah,
name?
Thoreau, yeah.
Funny guy. Yeah, I thought he's funny. He was, and he obviously, I think, knew his character was a piece of shit, basically, just
Yeah.
using her.
But he
didn't even
played
believe in her.
very convincing douchebag.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
Yeah.
I was disappointed we didn't bring back the little guy that was going to marry them in the first one.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
in this one, I would
Yeah.
like to have seen him come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually had the real pastor,
Yeah.
like living guy, do it. Yeah.
But they did bring back the crushed velvet
Yeah.
little suit or whatever.
Yeah.
His like
This one's
maroon
from the
suit.
heart. He
Yeah.
throws it. That's the thing. Like throughout the movie, I'm like, I'm enjoying this. Like, I don't think it's as good as the first one. I mean, it's close, but I still was laughing. Like the jokes I thought were working
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
well. And
Yep, I laughed all the way through it.
and what about the new toy that's gonna hit shelves? I'm sure soon. The Beetlejuice baby thing, whatever the hell that is.
Oh God.
Your inner child.
Dude, it gave me like PTSD flashbacks to Train Spotting.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was like, holy fuck. It's like a baby Yoda for Beetlejuice. But yeah, when he's like inner child, I'm like, Lydia just birthed this thing? Like, whoa, that's far, but okay. Yeah.
Was that his? Did that end up being his dream or her dream? That was.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah.
That was a nice cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because she wakes up and then he goes, oh, I had a bad dream.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
But then he wasn't there, right?
No.
They pan up and he's
he
not
wakes
there.
Up and says I had a bad dream, and then
Yeah.
she wakes up and it was her dream.
That was annoying at first because I was like, this better be a dream. This is so fast.
Yeah.
They get away. She meets this boy. They're married, having a baby. Like, what the fuck? Slow down.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was all a dream. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I kind of
Or
figured
was
as soon
it?
as it was like, I was like, oh, this is really jumping around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I liked it. I'll definitely own it. I think it's a good thing to add to your collection. Definitely kicks off Halloween, I think, in a good way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I dug it. A lot of cool merch out there that's hard to get now. You managed to get some at.
I got it from Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
So I don't know how rare this merch is, but
Well, that's true, but at least you got
Still
something
very
because
cool.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I mean, theaters are just like there's nothing you can find anymore. It's like
Yeah.
like I talked about, people just I'll take 50, and they let them.
go resell them.
As long as they got the money.
I mean, how are they getting 50 of them?
They just go in there and or they just have people keep coming in like working for them. I don't know how they do it, but it just ruins it for everybody.
Like a lot of work for a fucking popcorn bucket. But I guess
That's the new
for that much money,
that's the new craze though. Like every big film's got their popcorn. I think Dune might have really kicked that into gear. Dune 2 popcorn bucket
don't
we
know.
talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, with the
Because you had the
flashlight.
you had the
Do you think-
Deadpool. Yeah.
Do you really think this stuff is going to appreciate that much in value that you're going to like
No.
if you don't get on this
Yeah.
right
No.
now,
No,
you're
I
going to
think it's
miss
just for those
out.
people that have that collector mentality. Which, hey, I'm a collector.
Yeah.
I can relate. I don't collect the popcorn buckets.
I totally get
Yeah.
it too.
I
Yeah,
totally
but
get it.
like if
I just
if
have a
miss out
couple,
on it,
but-
I'm not gonna-
I'm content. We got the kind of the aluminum Ghostbusters one from Flicks.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
like that one,
Yeah.
but I don't need to collect.
No, I've got the Ecto one from Afterlife, and
Yeah.
I've got the Batman popcorn bucket, which is pretty fucking cool. It's like the cowl, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's neat. And you can open the head up, and I put my movie stubs in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but yeah, some of them are cool. I'm not every one of them. They did have a cool Beetlejuice one where the sandworm was like wrapped around it, or
Yeah, I did see that.
yeah. But yeah, the Maitlands, that was obviously it would have been really. I mean, they aged those actors, so you know, I
You
think they
couldn't
did a
have
good
really
job.
done
Just
Yeah, I
the
like the
loophole.
explanation that, yeah, they moved
it was
on
fine.
kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was,
That.
that was cool.
Otherwise, you'd have to make them like corpse looking, like at the end of Beetlejuice, to
No,
pull
I
it
don't
off.
see that.
No,
No.
no.
Especially with Baldwin being all fat now.
At least
Right.
somebody had a gun on this set.
No shit. That was the other reason, right?
Maybe Defoe. I don't know. I recently did my renewal of my Prime membership, so I caught up on Boys season 4. Way better than a lot of people said it was.
Cool.
I was really expecting it to.
I gotta go.
Suck.
I gotta go
Yeah.
back to that because I left off on beginning of season 3. So
I will agree that it's not the strongest season,
Sure.
but
4 in, it's gonna. Or wait, did you say 6?
4.
4. Okay.
The 5th season is going to be the last season,
Okay. Good.
but it was good. I mean, there was some,
Sure.
You know, I like the comment that Eric Kripke, the showrunner,
Oh yeah.
made. He's like, if you don't get the joke in it, it's because the joke's about you. There are some
Hope
stuff
that's not
that
me.
there are some stuff that's like pretty on the nose, but the show's always been like that.
Sure.
Finally saw Invincible season 2. That was really good. Not as good as the first season.
Sure. Yep.
But, the one that blew my mind though was Fallout. I finally got a chance to see Fallout.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I saw that.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
that was good.
That was a good show.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
I dug it. Because it's its own thing, right? Like that doesn't exist.
it's
that,
not.
Those characters are not.
it's a
They're
video
new
game.
characters, though.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
I know that.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not.
That's how they get
mixing
away
in
with-
the canon of the.
Yeah,
of
that's
the
how they get.
video
I think a lot of
games.
people to accept it. Like, okay, cool. You didn't touch my characters, although I know
Right.
they kind of are going in a direction.
See, I originally thought maybe Walton Goggins' character was going to be Hancock from Fallout 4.
Okay,
I don't know
sure.
if you guys are
No.
familiar with that.
Not really, but yeah,
Kind of a-
I
kind of the same-
understand. Yeah,
Concept. He's
Yeah.
a ghoul who's like kind of a gunslinger kind of.
Yeah.
thing. I'm really excited for next season when they go to New Vegas.
Yeah.
because Fallout New Vegas is my all-time favorite
Yeah.
Fallout.
That's the only Fallout game I've ever played. Is the New Vegas one.
Oh
Nice.
my god, it's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
But
Casting,
I was very impressed. Like everything looked like it was just ripped right out of the game.
Yeah. Walton
Very cool.
Goggins can't really do anything wrong.
Oh, no.
It's like
No,
everything he touches is
so
pretty.
good.
Yeah.
But like even from the like interiors of the vault,
Yeah. Production design's really
the power
really
armor,
good. Yeah. Yeah.
the rad roaches, all that stuff in it. Like, oh, fucking cool.
Yeah.
I think my first fuck yeah moment was, I believe it's in the first episode where they're going to dig up his Walton Goggins' character
Yeah.
from the graveyard, and the guy gets shot in the chest with the baby doll foot, and I'm like, that's got to be a junk jet, and then they pull it up, and it's a fucking junk jet. It's awesome. Oh, it's my favorite. That's my favorite gun in the whole game, anyway. So
Oh, fun.
I just
Yeah.
thought that was cool. But yeah, anyway,
That's awesome.
that's all I had.
No, that's great.
No, that's a great series.
Yeah. What about you? Anything?
What am I watching right now? I'm watching The Old Man.
I want to see that.
It's good.
Are you have you seen the first season already? I know they had a break between 1st and second.
Only 3 episodes into the first season.
Okay.
I just started it.
And that looks like production value looks great on
It
that
is,
sucker too.
Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow.
Yeah.
Oh,
are
fucking
the main
awesome.
characters in that, and it is good.
I think they had to take a break between seasons because of his cancer. Bridges battled some, I forgot what cancer it was, but I think he's in the clear now. But yeah, I definitely more interested in seeing that now because season 2 I think has come out.
Yeah, he's
so
just an old badass.
yeah,
And
it
it's
looks
fun to see.
it looks really cool, and they got this nice little poster out for season 2. It's like a throwback looking.
Is it where he's on the horse? Is that where? He's
Yeah, that's fucking
That's
awesome.
cool looking.
Yeah,
So yeah, no, I'm kind of working through that right now. And
Sweet.
what else I'm watching? I'm finishing up a fucking SEAL Team. Last season of that just hit.
that's
Paramount
CBS
Plus.
show.
It was. And
Oh.
then over to Paramount Plus.
Okay,
exclusively,
sure. Okay,
Which I didn't realize at the time until I was like watching one of the episodes and they started dropping F bombs and I was like, oh, this is not a CBS show anymore.
nice.
all the old people would be having
I'm
heart
a-
attacks.
I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. So,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Oh, that's
I think
great.
that's all I'm watching right now.
Well,
Oh no, I'm also watching Wings.
from the start,
But here's the problem: is like it's on. Is it Peacock or Paramount Plus?
Peacock probably NBC show.
Whatever I'm watching it on, you don't have every episode out there.
Oh
so
yeah,
there's
yeah.
like 4 seasons out there, but you only get like 6 or 7 episodes per season.
Oh, shit,
And
okay.
it jumped because like I was watching one of the episodes and then it jumped to like the middle of season 2.
They got married. What?
Fuck did I miss? Yeah, why
Yeah.
are they a couple now?
Right.
So, but
Yeah.
and my wife hates that I watch that shit.
I like that show. Yeah.
I think it's funny.
Yeah. Tom Selleck just released his memoir, and he's been interviewed, and I'm really wanting to check out his Magnum PI again.
Yeah, my wife accused me of watching Magnum PI.
The new one or the old
No,
one?
the old one.
Okay.
Because she was like, "Yeah, you watched that, and then MacGyver," and I was like, "No,
Yeah.
I never watched Magnum PI like recently. Like, get out of here."
Yeah. I mean, I was a little young, but yeah, I still remember iconic like the Ferrari and
I would go back and watch Magnum PI, but
yeah,
I haven't yet.
for sure.
No, I got a list of like some of those old shows I'd love to go back and revisit.
So many. Rockford
yeah.
Files. That's a good one.
I never saw Rockford Files,
That's
but
good.
Remington Steele would be a fun
Yeah.
one.
Oh yeah.
That's why Pierce was in Bond for a
Yeah.
bit. He was almost Bond, and they decided to renew
Airwolf.
last minute.
Oh, I love Airwolf.
3 seasons, I think, though, only for that. Right?
Of Airwolf.
I watched like a retrospective on it, and it talked about how it went
Yeah.
off the rails because of
Well, because
what's
Jan Michael Vincent left,
and
and they
addiction
brought in a
issues and
different
shit.
one.
Yeah, they
And
brought
then,
in
like-
Dick Van Dyke's son.
Well, and
I forgot his name,
that
but
budget had to be crazy to operate a helicopter that much.
oh yeah,
I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
there's probably a lot of like stock footage they reused, but
yeah,
Yeah,
that had to be really expensive to fly a helicopter around all day long.
Yeah.
all the time.
and, yeah. And if you watch the episode Bryan Cranston was on, you get to see him act with his wife, who he met on that
Oh, that's cool.
episode. So
Mhm.
really cool.
Riptide. You guys ever watch Riptide?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
It was like 3 private detectives that lived on a boat, and they had one of the old Marine Corps helicopters that they would fly around in.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I don't know if I ever saw
Yeah,
that.
anyway,
It's
that's another one
familiar.
I don't know if it's on. anything,
So many
but I
gems
remember
out there.
finding that
Yeah.
one.
And it's also hard to find the time too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many episodes too. It's just like Jesus.
I don't know that it ever got a physical release, but just for the sheer like stupidity of this show, I want to see Thunder in Paradise again.
Oh my
Which
god.
one is that?
So it's like Night Boat.
Oh, it's
You know,
so.
like Knight Rider, but like on a boat. But it's Hulk Hogan.
Their
is gonna-
speedboat is a TARDIS. They go beneath it. Remember how big it is
Yeah.
when they go down
Yeah.
below?
They go beneath this thing, and it's like a whole war room in like this.
It's
black
got doors and
speedboat.
shit.
I've never heard of this show.
Oh, it didn't
last
last
very
long.
long at all.
No,
but it
and
was
they
like-
retooled a lot from the pilot. They
Yeah,
killed
so
off the chick, and
The pilot was like the first 2 episodes they put together as
Yep.
a movie, and then the 3rd episode, it's like everything changed. Like
Yep.
none of the main characters.
and the
are
budget
in it
probably
anymore.
went down too.
The budget went to shit.
Yeah.
But like, since Hulk Hogan's basically the David Hasselhoff in this.
He's a
It's like a mix
ex-SEAL
between-
brother.
It's
Maybe brother.
a mix between like Knight Rider and Baywatch.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That sounds really terrible.
Yeah, but
remember the
fuck,
song
it's hilarious.
Thunder in Paradise.
Now, did you
Mess
ever
with
watch
thunder.
Mantis? Speaking of short
Yes.
shows, I
Yes,
fucking love that show.
Refresh my
Mantis.
memory. What is?
It was a black superhero. That
Oh, he's
Yeah.
had
paralyzed.
the armor, and he was paralyzed.
Yes.
and the exoskeleton gave him like the ability, the power.
yes.
That was a great show.
And that
Viper.
actress.
It's like underwater thing. It had me thinking of Mantis.
That
Did you
actress.
ever watch Viper?
Oh,
was that?
fucking Viper.
Yeah, Viper.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a prowler too,
Well,
or
there was a car called the Prowler.
there was?
Yeah.
But there was a show where that was
I
the
don't remember.
hero car.
I don't remember that.
I forgot what the fuck that was called. Oh my god.
I always liked it because it was like this cherry red Viper that like transformed into a gray like
Yeah,
battle tank Viper or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
it was basically
That's
just
fun.
to sell cars. I
Pretty
guess most
much.
things. It was like the live action Transformers, right? Because that's what they were created for initially, right? Just to sell toys and
Well, Transformers was created to sell toys. Yes.
Yeah.
That was the whole
right.
premise.
So is Dino
Yeah.
Riders, but I still love that cartoon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you have to remember too. Transformers started out as like a conglomeration of like Japanese toy lines.
Oh, that's right.
It wasn't
Yep.
even American
Yeah.
shit. It was all like
Yeah.
old Diaclone and Binaltech.
Sure.
Stuff like that.
I checked out Agatha all along. I watched that
What do you
today.
think of that?
Is there
I
just one episode out now?
2.
Two? I'll check that out.
I didn't hate it. It seems a little promising. There's some annoyances with it.
Because she's a witch.
I
It's gonna suck.
actually like that part. Them expanding in that you kind of get to see the witch world more, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very similar to WandaVision so far. Sort of. It's a direct sequel, so that's kind of fun. You're in that town. So yeah, they're just getting started on their journey, but a pretty solid cast. Aubrey Plaza is great as a witch. Yeah, I mean she's always great, pretty much. Deborah Jo Rupp, she's from the '70s show. She was in WandaVision. She's Eric's mom in '70s show.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
In the '90s show, I guess. Yeah, that's out there. I haven't seen the latest part, but yeah, it's so far promising. I don't know. A lot of their shows start that way and tank, so we'll see. We'll see if I'll stick to it.
I'll watch it. I still never saw Secret Invasion. What was the?
You don't need to.
No? Okay.
They're
I still never saw that one.
They'll probably erase it from.
they need
If
And
they
then-
turn it off like they did Willow, I'll be pissed.
Yeah, man, that's. I never got to see that.
I never did too. I wanted
Yeah.
to, and they already took it off. And I was like, that's bullshit.
But yet the arc. What do you call it? Agulite or
Acolyte.
Acolyte. I got denied the season 2. Thank God.
Thank
I never
fucking
saw that
God.
either.
I watched the first episode. I'm
But
like,
like I've said
I'm
before, it's like
fucking
the
done.
It's
Jedi's, like,
terrible.
The least interesting thing about Star Wars to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like
give me fucking Tales of the Cantina.
they still
or-
could make it interesting, but
Yeah.
they just don't. It's just so stupid. I don't know.
Yeah.
But now you got the skeleton crew coming out.
Yeah.
That looks. You got Urkel as some
Urkel as
droid-looking
one of the
guy,
crew members, I saw that.
which takes me out of it. Like what? Okay.
But you know what? I mean, he's not even recognizable as Urkel.
No.
And I don't
No.
think he's gonna sound anything like.
No. I just recognize some of the facial features, but it's
He's
very.
the OG Sonic the Hedgehog, man. He's always going to be Sonic.
Oh,
the
that's
Hedgehog
true.
to
That's
me.
right.
He's
That's
gonna,
right.
like,
Yeah.
cut somebody open with a lightsaber and be like,
Well, and I brought up. I brought up in the group, or not the group. I'm sorry, just some Facebook group who shared the clips or whatever, and it's got Jude Law and he's got his weapon, and I'm like, why does he have a 1700s weapon? basically it's like very influenced by pirates. So they have like those like
You're talking
guns.
about the new Star Wars
Like
show.
the
Yes.
blunderbuss kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah. So I'm like, I guess they're just like making anything a blaster now. So whatever.
Well, if they can make a lady's razor into a Jedi communicator, they can do anything.
Brought you by Bic. Yeah. Plugs
It was
before we go. Gillette.
Thank you very much.
Sorry. Forgive me.
God, you
Losing
uncultured
sponsors left
fuck.
and
No, I'm
right.
just kidding.
Plugs, and we're out of here. Billy Creston Gaming.
Yeah, Billy Creston Gaming.
Check it out.
On YouTube. I don't know. Eventually I'll put up some videos. So
Sweet.
again,
Well, you got quite a bit out
I'm
there.
fucking
so-
busy, man. I
I
don't know
know.
what to tell you guys. All right. I got shit recorded. I haven't edited. I haven't posted. The last thing I posted, other than my review of whatever the fuck I reviewed, Deadpool. The last thing I posted was like almost a year ago. So
So get on
Eventually-
Patreon if you want to see more.
yeah, pay me money if you want to see me do shit. I don't get paid enough for this. No, I'm just fucking kidding. I don't know. I'll get out there at
Yes.
some point. It's just been
Yes.
no excuse, but other than I've been busy
Sure.
as fuck. So
Well, and we're about ready to kick off a new show, part of the Field of Geeks Network. Number one
Yes.
comics.
Yes.
I'm gonna start filming that soon.
Yeah,
I'm excited about
we gotta
that.
Lock in a date. I've got all my notes made.
Sweet.
From the first
I'm
one.
excited.
We got the first 4 comics covered. We're gonna get all those recorded, and
Yeah.
then we'll get them out in installments, basically. So basically, like a month worth of content
Yeah.
recorded, and then we'll launch it each week.
Sure. That's
I've given
awesome.
Billy the next few comics that we're gonna review or talk about. So
Great. I'm
Yeah.
excited, guys. This is gonna be
Look forward
fun.
to
It's
it.
great concept, and I'm happy just to produce it.
well, not
and
only
just
that,
sit
but
back.
the first 4 we've gone through, 2 of them I never read before.
which ones had you never read?
Was it Astonishing X-Men and New Avengers?
Okay, yeah.
I'd never read those before. It was like kind of a trip down memory lane to go through Sleepwalker again.
Yep.
Because I did love the hero. I wish he kind of would have gotten bigger. And then Untold Tales of Spider-Man, it gave me some good memories and some not so good ones.
Yeah. Well,
But-
that was and we'll talk about it obviously when
We will.
Yeah.
I have a lot more to
That
say
was a
about it
weird
on that.
That was a weird throwback to like the Ditko Lee era.
It was a weird
but
time in
it
comics.
It came out at a weird time in Spider-Man comics.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so
What year?
honestly,
What year are we
in the
talking?
research I did, it lasted a lot longer than I thought it did. That time.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought it lasted like 15 issues or
I
something.
think it ran like 26 issues.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Was this 90s?
Well,
Yeah,
this
it came out
okay.
in like 95.
that's a little teaser to whet your appetite.
That's the beauty of it, right? Because you'll jump around other timelines, right? Or like
Well,
90s, 2000s,
Oh, as far
or
as like what we're gonna cover.
yeah.
Everything.
Yeah,
So
sweet.
We're gonna if it has a number 1 on it, we'll
Could even be a
probably
brand new
talk
one too. So who
about it.
knows,
we got
right?
a brand new one we're gonna talk about.
Sweet,
We
sweet.
got Marvel, DC, Image, probably some Dark Horse in there.
Sweet.
IDW, Dreamwave. I mean, we're gonna cover all of it.
That's
if
awesome.
It's in my collection, we're probably gonna talk about it.
I'm excited. This is
Yeah,
gonna be cool.
Me too. And of course, that's under the Field of Geeks umbrella. And check us out on all social media.
When's your show coming out?
Which one's that?
Actually, yes. I'm putting my foot down, whether my wife likes it or not. We're gonna do what are we watching?
Oh, a spousal show.
Yeah, well, I announced it like 3 years ago. I had the artwork
It's on our
ready
t-shirts,
for it.
for God's
yeah, it
sakes,
is. I know.
Josh.
I know.
Oh, is that one of the shows listed on the back?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. I was like, what the fuck is this show? And he was like,
That was like a push for me. Like, we're gonna do it. Yeah. So no, by the end of the year, we're doing it. So it's happening. A lot more content coming at you as usual. YouTube, check us out there. Everywhere you podcast, download, stream, all that goodness. Yeah,
Check
guys.
out Raven Xavier. Did you
Of
say that
course.
already. Yeah.
I
okay.
didn't.
Raven-
You usually do it.
yeah, that's my job. I got you covered, Raven. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Raven Xavier. You can check him out on Bandcamp. I think it's Ravex Music at bandcamp.com. Don't eviscerate me on that. You can put it in the bottom here and
Yeah, I'll do that.
edit my words so they sound coherent. Also on YouTube, Ravex Music. He's got the Ravex podcast. Got a band called Choose
Good
Your Power.
podcast.
He's got
Yeah,
music out
everything's
there.
good.
Great guy, and he did our awesome
Yeah.
intro music. So
Lovely. Yes.
sweet.
And I think number one comics is going to have some of his music,
Might,
something original or already existing. So
I did go through his music when I was looking for an intro for my YouTube channel.
yeah, of course.
Which I do use one of his
Awesome.
songs for my intros. But yeah, we might be reaching out to Raven to see if he can.
Yeah, he said if we got lyrics, ideas, send them his way. He'll make it happen.
Much of a lyricist, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go with the instrumental.
Yeah.
You know, we want to blow the Russo brothers out of the water. So if you can make something that's even more epic than the Avengers theme, that'd be great. No pressure,
No pressure.
but number one Billboard platinum record. Go.
There you go. Or just play the Avengers theme and get like copyright too.
Play it in
and all that.
reverse.
Yeah.
Then we
that'd
can
be
get the
fun.
free use part out of it.
Trying to think of what that would sound like.
Probably sound like fucking clown music. Anyway,
Bum, bum, bum.
Raven Xavier, go check him out. Redux
Yes.
music.
Yes. Well, yeah, this was fun, guys. We will be back as usual. Stay classy, and if you're in the Iowa area, they might be having this at Barntown again. So
Tell him
Check
Josh
that out.
sent you,
yeah,
and then tell him they owe us
Your
money.
mouth is still parched from that stuff.
and that's an endorsement right there, folks.
It just makes you want to drink more.
You like Cottonmouth?
But drink responsibly.
Yes.
Pumpkin pie drips.
Yeah.
Endorsed by Jonah.
Put some whipped cream on that. All right, guys. Well, with that said, I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
I'm Jonah.
Take care.
Stay classy.